Hi. Hi. Oliver, the music is skipping. You need to run faster. Run faster. Faster. Seriously, if you want to eat any dinner, you've got to run faster. The lights aren't full power yet. Look, we're dropping frames. The internet is dying. Faster! Man, that looks good right there. That looks good right there, baby boy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Griffin is alive. Oh, my goodness gracious. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the show. My name is UltimatDJz. Griffin is here. And it has been.
Am I green? Am I green?
I haven't. You still got 22 seconds to live in suspense. But I think we all know the answer.
Oh, come on.
I think we all know the answer. Everybody, good evening. Welcome in. How is everybody? We've missed you. We've missed you so much. Thank you guys for all of the messages. Thank you for all of the well wishes. Thank you guys for, oh gosh, that's Tuesday. You got a little something right there. Thank you guys for everything. We've missed you guys.
We have.
We've missed you guys. Thank you guys so very much. Griffin, you're alive.
I am alive. There's an alligator in my bathtub, and everything else is fine.
If only people realize that is actually in fact true. There are so many weird things happening between the two of our lives that would not ordinarily be normal circumstance. But
and yet here we are.
And here we are. Did I miss you guys or the air conditioning more?
The air conditioning.
I mean, the air conditioning was kind of important, right?
It looks like you've missed your razor. You got about 3 weeks of growth on your chin there.
Yes, I have not shaved. You know what? I was going to turn Green Griffin off, but you know what? If you want to call me out.
Come on. No, I'm not calling you out.
It seems like you're calling me out.
I was showing you how closely of attention I am paying to you, taking inventory of my friend.
Yeah, I have not. I have not shaved in days. I have not had a hot shower until yesterday.
Oh boy.
I've been showering because I'm a stinky boy, but cold, ice cold, nice cold. I know. By the way, so I just turned Green Griffin off because I want you guys to check out the new setup, dude.
Oh yeah,
the office looks amazing.
I'm in the new place. I have the new office. I got the new things. You know, it's amazing what you do, and there's nothing else to do in the world. You can actually stop and, play with your Legos. And
wow.
So here we are.
Dude, the office looks great, man.
Although I should be better centered on my little picture-in-picture there. This is terrible. All the work and effort I put in, and I'm not even properly centered on the two.
Well, that is probably on me. It's probably me. I can fix it. We're not going to fix it right now because I am fortunate that I even remember how to stream at this point. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the show. Appreciate you guys being here. Let me say a couple of thank yous very quickly. Thank you, F-Body, for the 10-month resub. Thank you, Davrick, dropping a gifted sub to Raj here tonight. Check, Candy White, Cyclone, Wire Speed, Papa Smurf, Vinius. Thank you guys all for your resubs. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Papa Smurf for the kitty bitties, Raj for the biddies, Jongo, Smoke Mohawk, Engineer, Jongo with another 100 kitty bitties, Joe Cole, thank you, and Griffin, who really has absolutely no business doing something so crazy, dropping a 20 bomb into the chat. Thank you, guys. Also, very much welcome back. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel. We have missed you. Wow, what a terrible September it has been with regards to the content that we have provided. I appreciate everybody's grace and patience. Obviously, we had Nashville at the beginning of the month, so that took a weekend out. And then, came back and sports and traveling, and then the unexpected. Griffin, I know being in Florida, you expected, what a hurricane is. I've only heard of them.
I do now, that's for sure. That was my first big one.
Let me tell you, man.
Big one it was.
Let me tell you something. This storm I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. I know it caught me by surprise. I was just wildly unprepared for the scope of this storm. But I mean, I got to be honest with you. I can't remember, and maybe you guys could help refresh my memory, because even I was talking to my mom about this, like when I was a kid. I don't remember, Griffin, dealing with weather like this from a hurricane in freaking Virginia.
They don't normally blow up that far, but you in North Carolina, wow. I mean, there are still people there without bridges,
Tennessee,
without direct access to food.
Tennessee was crazy. I mean,
oh yeah.
It's so honestly, thoughts and prayers to everybody who was affected. And I've had people, thank you, by the way. Spectre, thank you for your 22 months. And Alicia, Candy White, thank you guys for your biddies. Spectre, thank you for dropping a gifted sub to Major Samo. People have been asking, can we send food? Can we send water? Can we send... Guys, I appreciate all of those offers, but I got to be honest with you, I would feel terrible accepting any of that, because there are so many people who got hit so much worse than me. I don't know how exactly to describe this, Griffin, because it's weird. I've never dealt with flooding on the mountain.
Yeah.
But I dealt with flooding. Like, this was crazy. There's still, by the way, water in my basement, standing in my basement. I can't get it out.
Oh no.
And it's wild. I don't understand how I live on a mountain and I've got stuff flooding. Well, it's because of the runoff from the mountain. The runoff from the entire mountain is just running straight through my basement.
Oh, we all thought you lived on the top of the mountain. You, in fact, live on the side of the mountain?
I'm not on the tippy top. I live like on, down a little bit on the face. But there's a lot of water running through my basement. So I've got that. And then electricity was out for hundreds of miles. And I ran out of gas. Couldn't get gas for the generator. So I actually I had a generator, and I bought myself a little bit of time with that generator, but I ran out of gas, and we made it almost 6 days without power, Griffin. I lost everything. I lost the freezer. I lost the fridge. It's absolutely wild. And while I tell that story, while I share that with you guys, it's merely just kind of like conversation, telling you guys how things have gone, because there are so many people who have done so much worse. I have suffered, me personally, I've probably suffered property damages in the amount of $5,000 or $6,000. That's going to probably come out of my pocket, but that is small potatoes compared to people who had to be rescued off the roof of the hospital over in Tennessee. Compared to
houses literally floating down the street. Compared
to people's houses where trees fell in the middle of them. So I know it's wild, and I appreciate all the kindness and generosity and the offers from the community. That's not where your relief efforts should be going right now. If you feel like you need to get involved and do something, I am absolutely sure that you can find somebody local to be able to work with. And be able to direct your efforts towards an area close to you guys that may be in need, because we're okay. We're okay. Griffin, you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I am doing just fine. Thank you. This is why you always keep at least 3 cases of Chef Boyardee in your house.
I did not run out of SpaghettiOs. Okay. Yeah, that's a good I did not run out of SpaghettiOs. All right. My milk may have spoiled, but I still had SpaghettiOs. All right. So, really, thank you guys. Thank you, Bearbutt, Kelbon, Spectre. Thank you guys for the resubs. There is a hype train going on, guys, and you are welcome to contribute to that. We haven't been on for literally almost a month, so get those subs rolling. Get those resubs clicked up into the chat right here, and we'll get them registered, and we'll start off with a really, really good start here to October. We've got a lot that we're going to do this month. We've got new content that's going to be dropping. What is today? Thursday?
Wednesday.
Is today Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I guess
we have like 6 days worth of content just ready to go. I got to finish putting my stamp on them, and they're good to go.
That's right. I guess you are good.
Channel.
Yes.
And look at the bright side, everybody. Though we might have been gone for a while, at least your stream streaks are all still in effect.
True. Nobody got a busted stream streak. All right, because they're still good. Iron Fister, thank you for the 100 kitty bitties. Appreciate that. Bender the Robot, good evening to you. And Delisha, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. Cobra Guys, thank you. We are indeed well, and we appreciate your thoughts. We have had an opportunity to work on content a little bit. I am going to remind you we got 20 seconds left in a level 6 hype train. We are 30% through, so thank you guys very much for that. Thank you, Spock, for the prime resub. 15 seconds on the clock. If we want to keep that thing going. Dr. Juby says, was DJ Shaver destroyed in the hurricane? First of all, haven't had power for 6 days. Okay? Shush. All right? Have not had power for 6 days. I got power back today. Literally today.
Oh, Mr. DJ, we have a request on the request line coming through.
I see that. A request on the request line. All right, fine. If that's what you guys want to do. Bel Air says, I'm jonesing for it.
Captain the transporter.
Just when you thought you missed the stream, you now remember why you don't.
Here, listen. This is to thank you for a level 6 hype train. Thank you guys for the level 6 hype train. Your hype chests are on the way.
7, 8,
9. People getting all excited about it. Thank you guys for your hype train. No, we're not doing another redraw. Samo won. No, I'm just playing it. Look at all the hype. Look at all that in the chat. Look right there, Griffin. Look at all the hype. Let me see all your hype in the chat.
Oh, Pickles.
I threw away my pickles. I've been told that I probably didn't need to throw away my pickles.
Better safe than sorry.
That's kind of what I felt. So I have a funny story. This is terrible. So I don't remember what night it was we were without power. I think this might have been night 3. First of all, let me just give you guys a pop quiz in the chat. Once you lose electricity, how long does your fridge stay good, and how long does your freezer stay good? Let's just pop quiz the community, Griffin, and see how many people get it right or get it wrong. How long does the freezer stay good? How long does the fridge stay good? Okay. Yeah.
Depends on how many times you open it in between the period.
True. You definitely don't want to open it. Karkin, hello. You definitely don't want to open it that much. Oh, you guys are saying 24 hours for the fridge? Okay. All right. 2 days if you don't open it. Okay. What about the freezer? People are saying 24 hours on the freezer. I mean, if your fridge can go 24 hours, then the freezer can go longer, right?
Oh, especially your wheat tin. If you haven't cleaned it lately and you have all that built up ice around you, you're good for a solid week.
I feel like you'd probably be good for a little while, right? And Delicia's saying 1 day on the fridge, 3 days on the freezer. Well, here you go. I expected that I could go 2, maybe 3 days on the fridge. So on day 3, I had I had my boys with me. We didn't have anything else. So I found some turkey lunch meat and some provolone cheese.
Oh no.
In the fridge. So we had sandwiches that night.
No.
This is day 3. We had sandwiches that night.
Oh, dear. And how was that night?
I just want to read you a few texts. Hang on.
Oh.
So I had a rough night. But I survived.
Well, yes, you're still here, but did your toilet survive?
Had a challenging time. The next morning, Landon sends me a text message. Dad, I have diarrhea and I'm throwing up and I feel awful, sweating a river. Please sign me out so I can go home.
Wow.
So then I said, this is what I wrote back. Yes, you can go home. You got sick from that food at the house. I'm sick too. It'll pass in 24 hours. I think the fridge had already turned.
You think? Or you know?
I think the fridge had already turned. So then he says, are you going to sign Noah out too? I said, well, if he's not sick, then no. I said, he'll call me if he's sick. He said, okay, well, I'm going to go home. So the next message from Noah, let's see.
It's like Landon's in the nurse's office passed out.
This is like 20 minutes later. Dad, get Can I just be candid with you guys? Like, are there any children present? It's been a rough week. All right. I might let a little bit where's the DJs After Dark button? Hold on, let me find it. DJs, where's the DJs After Dark button? There it is. Okay. There it is. This is literally probably 3 minutes after Landon messaged me. Dad, get me out of here before I shit my pants. I've already pooped 3 times today. It's not even 10 o'clock and it's all liquids.
Oh, wow.
So I had to tell him that I poisoned him, and and then he went home. So the correct answer on the fridge, technically, officially, is 8 hours on your fridge. Did you know that?
That is a lie from the pit of hell. According to who? Is it like a 25-year-old Kenmore with like cracked seals all the way around?
No, it's a nice new LG. But what I Googled, they said, listen, you're guaranteed safe for 8 hours. Now,
who are they? Because I do a lot of weird things.
Well, let's just check it out. What we're doing some education.
People that want you to do it really fast and pay them a lot of money.
Sure, possibly. What are you finding there, Griffin? What is your information on the internet, on the interweb say?
I don't Google questions like that. It's like going to WebMD when you have a stomach ache and obviously you're going to die.
Does a fridge last without power?
Based on my personal experience, 2 days.
So here is what I read. Okay, a refrigerator can keep food safe for up to 4 hours during a power outage if the door is kept closed as much as possible. After that, perishable food like meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and leftovers should be thrown away. Now, I decided, hey, I haven't gotten in my fridge. It's good. I can go 8 hours. I can go a day. I could go 2 days. This food is still cold after 3 days. Oh, we were all shitting our pants. This is awful. All right. So we were all dying after eating bad turkey lunch meat. The freezer.
3 days meat being out, and what you chose was poultry.
Yeah,
what I chose was turkey lunch meat. All right, turkey lunch meat.
Turkey.
So it could have just been bad meat. Probably wasn't. All right. That being said, yeah. See, Sith Lord says my fridge was 62 after 18 hours after I lost power, so I didn't even make it a whole day.
I want to know who decides to eat 3-day-old lunch meat, but they're like, oh yeah, the pickles, they got to go. Get the pickles out of here.
Well, here's what I did. So after that, obviously, I just emptied the whole fridge and the freezer at that point because I'm looking here, 48 hours on the freezer. Okay. Now, after becoming so deathly sick and vomiting and shitting everywhere, I got into the freezer and in the freezer, while it was still cold, everything was starting to thaw, right? Like it wasn't frozen anymore. It was squishy. And I was like, yeah, no, not even. I'm not even playing. You're right, Spectre. I'm lucky I didn't get salmonella. I cleaned it out. All right. I was not even messing with it. In the freezer, everything was soft. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not. I'm not doing this. So I lost it all. On day 4, I was finally able to get gasoline.
Oh, good.
So I was able to get gasoline, and I was able to get the generator up and running. And that night was the first night in over 5 days that I actually had a light bulb in my house. And I was able to, which they say you're not supposed to do this, but my whole home generator, I actually put a little bit too much stress on it because I do have a hot water heater that I put on it. So, yeah, I was actually able to take a hot shower after 5 days. It was 4 days of ice cold showers. And technically, it was only 2 days of ice cold showers because the first 2 days I didn't even have water. So the second 2 days, then water came back on. I don't know if that was because something at the pump or at the county. I don't know how that stuff works. But I got water back. I just didn't have electricity, and then so I was able to take showers. They were cold, no heat. And then on day 5, I got gas, so I was able to get hot water back and electricity. And today was day 6, and power came back on. So, here was the thing. The whole home generator was great, but and this is why I said in chat the other day, I was kind of blaming myself for not being prepared. I never expected this, Griffin. I didn't have gas piled up. I mean, I should have. Right?
I don't think you can for a very long amount of time anyway. So
you're right. Not a long period of time, but I mean, I have an emergency generator. I've got 3 or 4 or 5 gas cans out there that would probably hold 30 gallons. I probably could have survived the entire storm if I was fully stocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Stryker says, I've got 30 days worth of gasoline. I could have made it if I had, but I never expected it's the same gas that I used to mow the grass and weed eat and ride the tractor and stuff like that. So I was out of gas. I literally had like maybe 3 or 4 gallons. It was just wild. I never expected it.
Now you've learned your lesson, and we'll all be better prepared for the future. Always, keep your gas full.
How much notice did I have?
And pickling is a preservative, so you can.
Well, people told me that I should not have thrown away my pickles, but again, I got sick. I had swept it all out. I was like, literally, I took it all. All right.
You mean you got mad and overreacted? No, not you. That can't be the case.
No, I got rid of everything in the fridge. Everything. Because I didn't want to get sick again. I had poisoned all of my children. All right, so now.
That's a wonderful thing to admit on a stream that lives in perpetuity, by the way.
Accidentally with food poisoning.
How did no one notice that the wasn't slimy or tacky or
because
smelly?
It wasn't. Because it wasn't. It wasn't any of those things. I just ate it.
I don't know.
So
it's not the preservative are probably good.
Well, here's what I've done in the last 24 hours. All right, I've decided that this is never going to be a thing again. All right,
it was the cheese then.
The generator. It might have been. I don't know. The generator has gas, but it also how these generators these days have like multiple different inputs on them. Like even the mobile ones. Like I picked one up at Lowe's for the office. They can take gasoline or propane, like natural gas. Which is that's awesome. So I look on my generator and it has natural gas hookup. So I again, maybe possibly slightly overreacting, Griffin, went to my local propane gas company and ordered a 500-gallon tank.
Oh my God.
It's being delivered on the 10th. That 500-gallon tank will run my house for approximately 60 to 70 days. I'm not taking any chances.
Well,
okay,
sorry. Just please don't blow yourself up. This is how you blow yourself up.
Oh, no, I'm hiring professionals, okay? I'm not doing that. All right, I'm not doing it. I called the gas company, and listen, we're doing it the right way. It's set like 50 feet away from the house, and we're burying the lines and all that stuff. So yeah, I've got like one of those big eggs or whatever. What do they call it? The big egg tanks. So, yeah, no, I'm doing it completely by the book. All right.
Good.
For God's sake, says it doesn't matter how big a tank you have if you don't fill it. I signed up for autofill once a quarter. They're going to come and fill it up, and it's on auto pay, and I don't even have to touch it. All right.
What are you going to use the propane for other than this calamity scenario?
Well, I use my generator a lot. I live on top of a mountain. My electricity goes out frequently. But
so this is the main generator. I thought this was the little office spare refrigerator.
No. I was saying that I didn't realize generators could run on multiple different varieties of fuel.
So even your main Jenny will do that. Okay, well then there might be a good reason for that. That's perfect.
I didn't know that. So when when I went to Lowe's and I was like looking at these generators, so then I come back and I'm looking at my generator. And it is, it's like a Generac, like one of the nice home ones. And I look at it, and by golly, it's got the little knob on it where you could switch it from gasoline to propane. And I was like, holy cow, that's pretty amazing. So
when do the 50-gallon drums of rice and beans show up for your garage?
Well, I already had those.
Just go full prepper.
Matt Hatter says 20 kW. Yes, actually, I think technically mine's a 16 or maybe an 18. It's not quite 20. I'm not exactly sure why it's not 20. I wasn't the one who bought it. It came with the house when I bought it. But anywho, I was very, very I overreacted, and I've got a 500-gallon tank coming so that I don't have to do this anymore. All right. Guru says, weird. I didn't know Generac even made gasoline generators. I mean, I've always put gas in it. Thought they were all propane. Well, so here's the thing. It's a Generac motor, but the generator is from a Keaton brand. Keaton, I think is what it is. So I don't know if it's like a sub company or whatever. I'm not entirely sure how that all works.
Didn't you have problems with an autofill company before? Something that was auto coming to you and they just stopped?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I should say their name out loud because I don't want to get sued for slander, but they were the absolute worst company I ever worked with ever in life.
But you'll admit to poisoning your children on stream.
Okay, fine. Suburban Propane, absolutely terrible. All right, I was signed up on auto delivery for them, and they kept billing me for auto delivery and never showed up at my house. For a year and a half, I tried to get propane.
It's a 7-mile driveway up a mountain.
I remember. Yeah.
That's fair. So,
you can't get sued for slander if that actually happened. Don't worry.
It did actually happen. And then, so when I canceled my service, they said I broke the contract, then sent me to collections for a $400 early term fee. I still haven't paid it. I haven't done it.
Oh, that's awful.
So, anywho, I learned a lot, and now I've got propane. Well, on the 10th of October, I'm going to have propane for ages. And
propane accessories
and propane accessories, and I'm going to be good. And I put extra stuff in the house on the generator circuit, so I'm going to be good. But power did come back on today. I went and grocery shopped today. My fridge still looks bare. You don't realize how much is in your fridge until you have to toss it all out. 5 trash bags. 5 trash bags.
Oh, you should never have that much stuff in your fridge. Leave it empty. You only need Dr. Pepper and condiments. That's it.
Dr. Pepper and condiments.
Trash bags I took out of my fridge and freezer. Now, when you think 5 out of the fridge and freezer, it doesn't seem like maybe a lot, but yeah, it was. It was a lot of food.
Just remember, this all adds up for a homeowner's insurance claim if you keep your receipts. What?
So, apparently, the elevation of my home is too high for me to be sufficiently insured for wind damages.
You failed your wind mitigation? That's not new information. You knew that when you bought the house.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. They tell you.
Okay.
It's all part of your deed.
Yeah. What about water? I was only without water for 2 days. So, yeah.
Water damage, I think, because he said your basement is still flooded.
There's not really any damage, though. But no. Well, I haven't
Put all
talked to
your
them about that, but I'll be
expensive stuff
honest
down
with you.
there so you
They've
can get a
tried to
claim.
sell me. They've tried to sell me flood insurance, and I'm like, if I need flood
Gotcha.
insurance, it's the end of days.
If they're going to not be able to insure you for wind damage, then they should just give you like flood damage for free.
Oh yeah.
Well,
If the risk
They're gonna give you
ratio is,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'm basically, that's why I said at the beginning, my share, which is pretty much 100% of what I'm going to have to pay. I do believe, crazy enough, now Appalachian Power is the power company in this area. They actually do have a program for spoiled refrigerator food. I've already submitted a claim on that, but it's already been denied once. But they did give me an option to appeal. So why even put it on the website if you're just going to deny the claim? Like, just don't even tell people to fill it out if you're going to. I mean, literally, I was without power for 6 days, and I lost all this food. They said, take a picture of it. Okay, I took a picture of it. And they said, all right, give us a receipt of what you replaced it with. I sent in the receipt from the shopping today. Buddy, boom, 10 seconds. Your claim, unfortunately, your claim has not been approved. I mean, they didn't even.
there's probably a policy that like automatically deny the claim 3 times, and then on 4th time actually look at it.
I thought, but Omicron, act of God, isn't literally everything an act of God if something happens like that to your house? I mean, if you lost power, all right, isn't it an act of God? So, I don't know. Savage Darkness says, I want to know who called up God to ask if he did it. That's true. Ricky Gervais asked that question. I don't know, but here's the bottom line. I'm gonna end up footing the bill on it. I've got there's probably about $5,000 worth of property damage. So the basement door literally blew off its hinges, Griffin. I think that's how a lot of the water got in. The basement door literally just was flapping in the wind. The frame was all broken off and everything, and it was just flapping. And I think that's where a lot of the water got in. And again, this is minor stuff, like the soffit, that goes underneath, like the eaves of your house. That was all torn to pieces.
You not have a sub pump or something?
No, I live on top of a mountain. I have never in my wildest dreams thought that I'd be dealing with floodwater.
Well, now the flood does go down the side of the mountain.
Yep. All of my gutters, everything that was on the side of my house was pretty much torn off. I've lost window shutters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So here's the thing. Anytime that anybody around me gets wind, it's always probably 20 miles an hour faster up here.
Yeah.
This was crazy wind. I don't know. I don't know how fast it was gusting. I don't have like a weather thing up here, but man, there was some insane wind. So I have
the stock you had at the window dangling blew away. That was the thing to tell you. The wind speed.
I don't have one of those. I should probably get one of those.
It blew away.
Yeah, I should probably get something like that, but I don't. But okay, my patio furniture, Griffin. I have a table with 6 chairs. Okay, it's not a small table. It's made out of metal. And it's got one of those base things on it, like the umbrella stand goes in to kind of hold it down and weight it, and it goes through a hole in the center of the table.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's 3 counties over by now. It was gone.
Well, you see, things like that you got to put in your garage.
Again, this has never been an issue. This has never been a thing.
Well, what we've all learned today is that UltimatDJz does not watch the news. He just makes up stupid news, but does not actually watch the real news. And had you have done that 2 days prior when it was hitting me, they probably would have told you, hey, this is the path, and this is the winds, and this is when a once-in-a-lifetime storm.
I expected rain, okay? I didn't expect the actual hurricane to make landfall in Virginia.
How did that work out for you?
He lost an umbrella.
About $4,000 to $5,000 worth of damage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, in my neck of the woods, I was all boarded up. I was all sandbagged. I did everything properly. And these houses down here, they're
built for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than just getting all the stuff out, and unboarding and unsandbagging and da 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 da. So
So
just
sandbagging. You literally had to go buy bags of sand.
Oh yeah, well they're free.
Oh,
that's the weird thing about Florida. Everything is free. I'm still trying to figure this out. And people say, oh, they take more federal money. I looked that up and that's not the case. Where does all this money come from? How is everything free here? They don't even have a state's income tax. I'm not paying for shit. And it all just arrives and it's gratis. And it's like, I'm just waiting for the bill and there's never a bill. So
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, just move down here. I got room, no problem. Just sell that.
Griffin's been stealing stuff thinking it was free. You're exactly right, Game Changer. He's just been taking stuff.
All the old people donating it in their wills.
Sandbags were included.
How many sandbags did you get?
Couple hundred.
Couple of hundred.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
The 2-car garage, the 1-car garage, the front door.
That many sandbags can build a really big dike.
I guess so, man. I guess so. That's crazy. The tourist tax, sales tax, and all the tourists. Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe the tourists. Maybe that's where it comes from. I don't know.
Well, they got Disney. You also have a high gas tax. Apparently, Dave says you guys got 12 cents on the gallon for that reason.
High gas tax. Try 38 cents a gallon.
No. Listen, in West Virginia, they tax 59.5 cents per gallon, but Dave says 12 cents of that is specifically for storm prep. So. Anyway, listen, at the end of the day, I said this the other day in the Discord. It still sucks. I don't want to talk about my scenario and focus on it like it was the end of the world. It sucked for me, but my gosh, was I one of the lucky ones? Was Griffin one of the lucky ones? I appreciate and thank Spectre, who has been leading efforts throughout all of the communities. I have not been able to spend a whole lot of time with this, but Spectre has been coordinating relief efforts through all of the content creators. So if you're in an affected area, if you're an affected family, please reach out, and Spectre is going to have some resources local to you that you'll be able to hook up with. I think that's really, really fantastic what he did. And I appreciate him taking the time to do it. I have accepted nothing from him. He keeps offering to send me food, and I'm like, dude, I'm good. I am, really. Like, I have it. I am one of the lucky ones in comparison. I read, not to bring the room down, I read the most heartbreaking story on a news website about a woman who lost both her parents and her child after they literally had climbed up. They're on the roof of a house, and the water kept coming, and they were all washed off the house. She tried to keep
on.
Dude, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are so many worse stories out there, and I know that it sounds like I'm complaining, and it sucks for anybody who was inconvenienced by this, but it was an inconvenience. I didn't have air conditioning or hot water, okay, or a light bulb. I didn't lose my home. I didn't lose loved ones. This storm has been crazy, and again, no one expected this. This has been one of the most deadly hurricanes of the century.
Yeah, second biggest, second deadliest. Mm-hmm.
It has truly impacted lives in a devastating manner. So when I say that I am grateful for the limited exposure or the limited damages that I took, I genuinely mean that. Spectre has been putting together relief efforts and has offered to send stuff, and I literally have said no, not for me, because I'm fine. There are a lot of people out there that need it way worse. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Spectre, thank you so very much. In our Discord, you can find it under Disaster Relief and Disaster Relief Resources. He has some information in there, but really, it's a place for you to go if you need help, because he's amassed quite a database of local agencies and agencies that are serving local areas. So if you let him know where you are needing some help, then he will be able to get you connected with some of those resources. Okay, so And of course, if you are one of those that have been seriously affected, you're probably not watching Twitch right now. But if you know somebody, you got family, whatever, just know that our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. And while we can complain about our scenarios, just, I have maintained, man, I was so incredibly lucky. Griffin was so incredibly lucky, and we don't take that for granted. All
We
right.
do not. We missed you guys, and we appreciate all your patience, sticking around and coming back. And here we are. Well, the good news, DJs, is that absolutely nothing happened in the game the whole time we were gone.
Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, I crazy enough, I had some opportunity to actually play a little bit late in the evening because there was nothing. I couldn't do anything. It was pitch black. I had no lighting. Fortunately, I still had some cellular signal. It wasn't great. It was in and out, probably as their generator power was working on the cell sites. But I was able to go to my vehicle and charge my devices a couple of times, fortunately, because I do have an F-150. What I'm saying, got all that power to it. Yeah. So I was able to charge my devices. Dr. Juby says DJs get rated. I did indeed. I did get rated. I'm not upset. I'm not mad about it. I haven't filed a ticket on it. It is what it is. Whatever. All right. I don't expect any special treatment. Yes, I got rated for about 8 or 9 trillion. But there's no video evidence. Because this time it was Wardod. Wardod came out. Stryker says how they had peace shields active. I must have dropped mine at some point. I don't. I know that I did. I mean, I went and I would, if I was going to go try to mine or something like that, or if I went into the mirror universe, I always kill people in there. So I must have dropped my shield at some point and then lost signal, lost power on the cell device and then, or just fell asleep. I honestly don't know. I just know I woke up one morning, JB was texting me, Captain Bull was texting me, and I looked at game and I had been rated for about 8 trillion, give or take. So, yeah, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Amateur numbers. 40 billion.
Yeah, 8 trillion. Not a big deal. So there was that. But I will say this. Scopely had reached out to me a couple of times throughout all this because they had checked on me too, especially Beck and Hammy, which I really appreciate. But they told me that that they were thinking about canceling the North American version of Incursions, and they said, "Do you think that is going to be a bad move?" And I responded and encouraged them to do it. Now I know a lot of people are going to be very fussy at me for that because I
ask why they didn't just put up like a 7-day peace shield and let the people who are unaffected break their own shields?
Well, because of the
and then be involved.
In Incursions, shields don't stay up. Okay.
They don't work in 20 plus.
Aren't they already moved by that time? Like prep had already been going on. Everyone knew it was coming. So if they hadn't moved, it's kind of on them.
Ask DJ's how his prep went for the hurricane. He's probably one of the model citizens.
I believe that. I mean, here's the thing. The storm made landfall on Thursday. So I don't believe, right, Griffin? It hit Florida on Thursday. So it was before.
It was before than I thought then. Okay.
Yeah, it made landfall on Thursday. We got hit early Friday. I lost electricity.
Morning,
yeah, I lost electricity in the wee hours Friday morning. So, they had reached out and I encouraged that. Now, I knew that was going to be perceived probably as selfish. But again, this storm was unprecedented. And I don't want to take anything away because some people had said, well, what about all the hurricanes last year? What about Texas? And, what about Alabama and Georgia and all these places? And I get it. I totally get it. I think this one might have been different simply because of its unexpected path and its wrath and devastation was so much worse than anybody expected.
Second deadliest hurricane besides Katrina of the century. So.
I publicly and I have no problem saying this because I know that some people really do like incursions, and a lot of people weren't affected by this storm in any way, shape, or form. But I do want to say publicly that I applaud that move. I applaud the peace shields. I applaud Scopely being proactive on this. I think it was a good move. I'm sorry for those it affected. And honestly, it is just a game. Really, truthfully, who would have cared if you got all your resources lost? I don't think it was an issue of the resources. I think it would have been an issue of there's no way your server is going to win. No way my server could have won if they had rated me for 40 trillion. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I'm holding. So I think that was more present in my mind. I wasn't worried about the resources that I might personally lose. I think that it would have severely altered the scale of what Incursions is meant to be if there was that many resources being out there. And, so I think it was a good move. I think that was wise. The event load was scrambled. I know that they put that stuff together kind of at the last minute. This summer, the summer hunt was not, I don't think, originally scheduled. So I think it was nice that it came back. That's the one that's actually up right now. Got to be honest with you. I played in that a little bit the other night. And I kind of remember why I liked it so much, Griffin. I mean, it's and they made a few alterations this time.
They was tweaking a little bit.
Which part 1, part 2, or part 3?
Well,
or just the whole shebang.
They made modifications to all 3. They actually made it simpler. You didn't need to change your avatars for each stage. It was one generic avatar or your choice of one of the 3 avatars that you could use for everything. So, there's that, which allowed you to play in more than one of those leaderboards up front. Now that most people are probably through most of those solo milestones, you only have the one leaderboard to do. And ironically, it scores the most points off of an armada that a lot of people have a tremendous amount of directives banked up on. So it becomes a true grinders event, which I actually really like. The Texas class armadas, the shipyard armadas, score the most points here. They're solo armadas. They're 90 seconds. You can run a gazillion of them with the armada speed ups that you've got. And they're very, very free in the game. No one's ever going to have to pay for those. This is literally going to come down to who grinds the most or who has the most time to spend, which I like grinders leaderboards like that. Not for me. I don't like to grind that, but I like it for you guys, the ones who like to grind. For the ones who kind of are fussy sometimes that you don't always have a leaderboard that you can play in without being outspent. Well, there's no spending on this one. So I think that a couple of the minor modifications that they made to this Karkin were actually very welcome. And further, it's a very easy event to not feel stressed about, for those people who are dealing with real life. So, yeah, you're right, Griffin. There's not been a whole lot, except there's been just enough, and it's been grindy enough for those who did want to grind. It's actually not been a terrible blend of events, to be perfectly honest with you. I've kind of enjoyed the pace.
A lot of people are curious about, they may not just remember, but the rewards for this event, because they're not up, there's no store. I've been reading a lot of people curious about what's actually intended to be, what they're grinding for.
Yeah, I'm curious about the rewards myself. I honestly don't remember. What did we have? Yo, what's up, Master Viper, Valhalla King, Sertail, White Wolf? Thank you. White Wolf says, we're glad you're safe, Griffin, and DJs, thank you. Putz, thank you guys for the resubs. Solar panels and a battery wall, one-time purchase for a lifetime of electricity.
Ooh, until they fly off your roof. You see, solar panels are not a big thing in Florida, I'll tell you. In California, they're everywhere. Like you're looked at funny in the grocery store if you don't have solar panels on your house and even on your car now. In Florida, it's like not a thing. And I was shocked by that because my brother-in-law sells solar panels. And then, they're like, no, what are you crazy? We're not going to put those flying Frisbees on the top of our roofs out here.
Really? Your brother sells them?
DJ,
Are they? See, if they would fly off, if it's going to be really bad and windy, they wouldn't survive at my house.
Horrible roof damage to solar panels solar panels to roofs out here in Florida.
Wouldn't you get a better return from wind turbines? Like really reinforced wind turbines, really collect some of that?
I mean,
that's not really how it works there, Karkin, but
come on.
Wait a second. If there's a lot of wind and I've got a windmill, that's exactly how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. Not yes, up to a point, but at some point you hack most of the here's the thing that most people don't understand about windmills. Most of the time those
I didn't say windmill. I'm picturing a reinforced concrete wall with like 10 or 15 wind turbines in it or something.
Okay. So most people don't understand this.
I want a windmill.
When you are looking at the big wind turbines, right, that you see, wherever with the huge 80-foot blades, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, they are actually spinning fast enough to, even in small amounts of wind, where the motor actually has to slow it down in order to harvest the energy properly. So a lot of the time, we're actually slowing it down. Yeah. So if you just speed up the wind, if you speed up the wind too fast, you're not being as efficient with those.
Yeah.
Seriously?
That's why I wasn't talking about those big windmills.
I was, Karkin. I want a ginormous windmill.
Here we go.
That's what I want.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about this storm. This is the first time in basically recorded history in the United States that this amount of rain from a hurricane got dumped this far away from the ocean.
Yeah,
and
inland.
With the combined, the inland part, we're talking like places in North Carolina got something on the order of 10 years worth of rain.
Yeah.
In 24 hours.
The most rainfall that I saw, Putz, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody could tell me, but I was watching the news on my phone, and I think I saw the highest recorded amount of rain, correct me if I'm wrong, was 18 inches in a 24-hour period.
Oh, you can't be trusted with inches in rainfall. We went through this in the winter.
No. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't say that. Okay. I got 14 inches of rain.
Oh my God.
But no, okay. So Sith Lord says, yeah, that was very early information. DJs, there were some documented cases of 30 inches of rain in 24 hours from Hurricane Helene.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a town, and do expect some of your electronics to be more expensive over the next 6 months to 18 months because of this. There was actually the only place in the United States, and there's only 3 places in the world where you can get the high enough grade crystal of quartz to put into semiconductors and electronics. And that town no longer exists. Every single building in that small town in North Carolina was wiped off the map. The mine is still flooded. They got something like 24 inches of rain over a 2-day period. The winds, I was seeing wind totals of hurricane, category 2 winds as far north and as far inland as some places in West Virginia and North Carolina. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that is nothing short of just plain devastation that happens. It's just absolutely crazy. So, we could probably talk more about this. And honestly, maybe there's a desire to do that. Maybe we just do community kind of fellowship night and let you guys talk it out but we can do some other stuff. As a matter of fact, Griffin, there was I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things and try to put together a little bit of an agenda over the next week or two. This weekend, I am traveling to watch the boys play football, and so that's going to happen. That's going to happen on Friday. So there won't be a stream Friday night. I was thinking about honestly, if we can formulate a plan here tonight, Griffin, if there's enough to talk about in the game, and Karkin, Puds, you guys have been playing more than we have. I even saw Griffin earlier today in the chat mention, kind of not played at all for the last 48 hours. You guys fill us in. is there enough to do a show on tomorrow? Because we actually, I wanted to possibly do a podcast tomorrow because then I'm going to be gone Friday. Saturday night, I would be traveling back, but I had actually thought about maybe doing a DJ stream either Saturday or Sunday night, possibly. So I thought about maybe doing that. But if there's something that we can do tomorrow night on the show, then we could do that. Of course, Dragon Keeper wants to trash talk, which is not surprising in the least.
Well, the main things that have occurred that I have been watching happening on the Discord channels are basically just scandals. There's this whole thing going on with the alliance tournaments where some alliances had 2 entries in their scoring mechanism and got like relegated for no reason.
Okay.
There's the whole Kirshara artifact not coming back thing. There's just a lot of weird, wonky things that we haven't really received a lot of answers about yet. So it's hard to really talk about that stuff.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't have answers. Cobain, Silver Tab, thank you guys for your resubs. Master Viper, thank you. Very much appreciate that.
But aside from those issues that only affected maybe a few, did you enjoy the Alliance tournaments?
I mean, I did until I got relegated to the freaking...
You got relegated?
Yeah, I got relegated to the freaking expert league for no reason.
Did you? Oh, so wait, were you? So hang on a second. Were you improperly relegated, or were you actually relegated because you did not score well enough?
No, 1,000% improperly relegated. We placed like 110th worldwide, and then there was also the second log entry where we scored like 22 points. Which nobody knows how that happened, and then we got boofed. We got boofed.
Yep.
All right.
Welcome to my world.
Yep. I know about this. Putz has been DMing me about it. And even though I haven't been super communicative with you about it, Putz, I have been keeping up with Scopely on that treble ticket. And I will tell you guys more details about that coming up in exactly 3 minutes. We've got to take a very quick break. And I did do a lot of reading, Griffin. As it turns out, apparently it is good practice for us to goof off and be a little bit silly during a commercial break so that the audience who does go to a commercial break does not actually miss out. So we are going to take a quick break. We will be back in just a moment with more content here on Twitching Trek with Alliance Tournaments coming up right after this. Don't go away. We'll see you in 3 minutes. And so then, yes, Griffin, now is when the Professional's Guide to Streaming says that we're supposed to just be goofy. Spock says, did you enjoy the reroll simulator? You know, here's the thing. I did do... First of all, hard for me to be judgmental on that, Spock. I came out and told everybody, use your rerolls. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to admit something that I probably shouldn't admit.
What's that?
And I probably should wait for the break to end. But you guys watched me spend $100 on stream the first night, right? Yes.
Sure.
There you go. Chipmunk voice.
Oh, man. Why?
Why? Here we are. Yay, in a commercial. Why is this not in commercial? Okay, there it went to commercial break. I'm pretty sure
now we're
it
in
took
the
like
commercial break.
I think it
You're
took
the
like
worst
30
streamer of all
seconds
time.
to actually get into a commercial break.
Lord,
Good Lord. Here, let's turn on music.
You are in such a rage mood today. Look at you rage.
Green Griffin? You want Green Griffin? You got Green Griffin. Here he is.
No.
Here comes Green Griffin. Where is he? Boom!
You're just bullies out there. Makes me want to go snap
I've been
the toilet
listening.
with a baseball bat.
I've been listening to very angry music the last few days.
Yeah. You were so mean to me on the phone today at 2 o'clock. I get this phone call.
No. I was not mean to you.
Oh, you are so mean to me. I pick up the phone. I go, hey, man, how you doing? Good to hear from you. Are you on that conference call? I'm like, what conference call? What are you
No,
talking about?
I was not mean to you.
Oh, you are so mean. And they're like, what conference call? I don't know what you're talking about. You should check your Discord. See what's going on. And hold on a second. Click.
First of all, no, I was not mean to you. First of all, if you thought I was being mean to you, then I apologize. I was not trying to be mean to you. I was, however, highly irritated because you were supposed to be there.
Yeah, well, not according to any information given to me.
That hence my frustration. Okay?
So I was like, doop-a-doop-a-doo, just minding my business, enjoying my day. And, where are you? You're supposed to be on. You're like, but Daddy, nobody told me any of these things were happening.
Well,
God damn it, hold on just a minute. Like,
I did it. I hung right up. Carissa says it's hard to take this seriously. We're not trying to be serious. This is the commercial break.
Yeah, ad break material.
This is ad break material. That's right. We're supposed to be being goofy so that people don't miss the real meat and potatoes. All right.
And then I'm in my car. I look left. I look right. I'm like, what just happened? I don't know. And then we'll have a team meeting about it later.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm going to try to get you a video. But for the record, I didn't go to the meeting either. I didn't have time. I didn't have time. Not enough time. There was not enough time.
Go ahead.
Not enough time.
Where's the button?
I've lost my button.
Oh, you've lost
That's
the
why
button.
you wanted Griffin to go, because you weren't going. You needed someone to tell you what was going on.
Exactly. I had every intention on having Griffin spot me, and I didn't go to the meeting. So now I don't know what's happening next arc.
Well, too bad for us.
because the Arcfall meeting was today. Okay.
Maybe Stewie Doo can send the video, or maybe Lube can send the video, or
All right. First of all, can I point out this is actually hilarious to me.
which part? The part where I'm psychologically damaged from you yelling at me and then hanging up?
No, not that part.
Oh.
The part that there's nothing in the studio. There's nothing in the studio. It's just me.
Okay.
I don't even have a monitor. Yep. Okay. There's not speakers that are playing right now. Sound levels have hit 90 decibels. 30 minutes at this level can cause hearing loss. Repeated long-term exposure can lead to permanent damage. Consider using hearing protection or moving to a quieter area.
What? You did that to yourself?
That was because I was yelling.
Wow. That's pretty cool, man. That's what people have been saying about your streams for 6 years now.
I'm going to mute this for a little bit. Yeah, I apparently am going to damage myself.
So your watch can listen to you?
My watch is listening to me. So that was actually, this is one side effect of the hurricane. I was bored and I got an email from Verizon and they were like, hey, we got the new Ultra 2 Apple Watch. I have never had an Apple Watch. I've never had a smartwatch. I've never had any kind of a watch. I don't like watches. I don't wear watches. But they gave me a really good offer, Griffin. They gave me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Not enough time.
So I got it, and it shipped, and I got it.
Congratulations.
And now it tells me when it's too loud. So like when I was working on the generator the other day, obviously it was too loud. It said, hey, it's too loud. Just now I'm gaming and yelling on Twitch, and it says, I don't know what's happening in your environment, but it's way too loud. You need to tone it down or escape. All right, head to safety.
What do you do when you can't escape yourself?
I have no idea. I don't know. So,
sorry, man.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Griffin, I'm going to turn myself off for a second while I run to the little boys' room super quick. I should have done that during the commercial break. Just ate more of that turkey lunch meat. It's kind of hitting me. I'll be back. Oh, my God.
So anyways, we're talking about that whole alliance tournament fiasco with the double scoring and some alliances being regulated. Scopely is familiar with the issue. Tickets have been opened. There's no need to open more. They are actively investigating how that could have possibly happened, and I'm sure a solution that is amicable to everybody will follow. But if you don't know what's going on out there, and your alliance was relegated in this tournament, and you don't know why, it's because it's very possible that your alliance was given 2 lines in the scoring table, one where most of your score went to, and then one where like 20 points went to, and then it went to the 20-point thing. So yes, some of us are missing our new emerald chain points. We're missing some rewards. I'm sure there will be some compensation out in the very near future. However, Scopely
I'm
is
loving
still
my emerald
investigating the
chain.
issue. Are you really? I see. I
I'm loving
got
it.
to level 5, and I was mad that I didn't get to level 8 or 9, and so I didn't even really look at it.
Well, no, here's the thing. At level 5, it's great, it's fine. But level 6 gives you like, if you're 61 plus,
Yeah.
gives you 150% efficiency on Sigma repairs.
Oh,
for your
that's
ship.
very nice. We do enjoy the Sigma repairs up in Whale Town.
Yeah.
That's true.
And all of my whales are so mad because they've got other whale friends that are like, yeah, look at me, I went from like X to Y, right? And they're like, and that's the biggest thing. They're like, we're missing out on, right now we're going on what, like 4 or 5 days of that reward that we don't have, and how long it's going to be until they give us the emerald that we should have gotten,
Well,
that's, yeah.
Generally speaking, the order of operations with Scopely has always been A, there was a problem. B, how did this problem occur? Like, what is the issue so it can be fixed? C, investigate how many people were affected. And then D, compensate. So they're still on, I believe, step B, like, how did this happen? And how do we keep it from happening again? The last I
That's
heard,
fine.
which was yesterday morning.
But I have been checking announcements, and I posit to you, you show me a Scopely announcement, not from a mod, not from a content creator, but an actual Scopely announcement that says, we know that this has happened and we're looking into it.
Oh yeah, that would be in the private Discord chat that you have to spend incredible amounts of money
Yeah,
to see.
this is what I'm saying, right? Like, why haven't they at least announced it, that they've said, hey, we know that something's going on, so that, you know, because we're getting our information from our resident whales, right? Like, what do you know?
Yes.
What do you know? Right.
Mhm.
And I'm being leaned on like crazy, going like, what do you know? And I'm like, I don't know anything, like, I just want some communication on it.
Well, perhaps
And they
that's
can't.
Scopely's way of fostering in-game communication and using the alliance chat and so on. It's a feature, not a bug.
Oh, shut up, Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin, shut up.
Just gets us to talk to each other.
So, do you all like alliance tournaments?
Yeah, I loved them. I loved the improvements. I thought that they were a lot more competitive and people had the opportunity to make a bigger difference in the overall score. That was very nice.
I couldn't see the score the next day. Did you get to 150, DJs?
That's what I was going to talk about.
What? 150?
I did 15 10,000 point tasks.
Good man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I got so much loot. I wish I could still show you my store. I got so much out of the store, man.
I only took it to 120 because then I had a hurricane day where I literally couldn't play, but
Yeah.
I got it to 120. I got a lot of loot too. I was really looking forward to the Kirshara artifact so I can further upgrade that, but instead I spent it on other epic artifacts is where most of my loot went.
Oh my gosh, I can still show you the store.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Oh, it's still up.
It's still open.
They extended it till Sunday. They also extended the cooldowns, which I like.
Yeah.
So, well, then I can show you what I did. I earned so much loot. So I purchased maximum. I mean, I purchased maximum pretty much everything. So on anything that I wanted. So I bought the Transwarp Drive refit shards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I got some of those because I don't have the instant warp for the Borg cube. I got prime cosmic particles. I don't remember what prime it was that I needed with that.
Oh, see, well, that's where the bullshit begins because I was relegated to nowhere town immediately, and I couldn't spend on that stuff.
Nowhere town.
Nowhere
Yeah.
town.
Expert League.
If you
It's
ain't
not
first, you
nowhere
last.
town.
All right,
If
hang
you ain't
on.
Thank
first,
God
you
I-
last. We all know that.
Let's see. Alliance Management Services. Okay, so let's take a look here. Alliance Tournament Store. You should have been able to. Kirshar was gone, which, by the way, I am a little more fussy about because I was told that the removal was unintended, and then it never came back. So I'm very fussy about that. Kind of makes it feel like it was intended, right? So there was that. The Prime Cosmic Particle was something that I purchased, and here we go. Prime Cosmic Particle. Oh, that research efficiency. So apparently I don't have those. So I bought the Prime particles to work on those.
Oh, well, good for you. We're also very happy that you had the opportunity to do that.
Easy, Griffin. You need to take a book out of DJ's
Preach.
page and recognize that some people are even worse off than you are.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Weapon Prime Particle. I think that's for the wrecking primes. Is that it? Weapon Prime weapon damage. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. Like, who cares? But I'm gonna do it. Basically, all the primes that I could get my hands on. Then I came back Prime Particle Key, which is Adept mode. That now I'll tell you this. To be perfectly honest with you, depending on what it is that you were wanting, Griffin, that was the only thing in Master that I wanted was the Borg refit, which you probably already have.
Yeah.
All right. And then the Prime Cosmic Particle is a G3 to G5 research efficiency. Do you care?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's not complete yet. So I wanted to make sure that I had that unlocked just for,
Okay. And that's
Yeah,
fair.
The transport drive isn't in Master. It's for everybody.
That's right. That was because
That came
of
from Emerald
Syndicate
Chain.
X, the Emerald Chain. That's right. So you didn't even need Master for that.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I bought out of Master were 2 primes that you've already grown out of, dude. All right. Honestly, I the G3 to G5 research efficiency, and then Weapon Prime Particle, which, by the way, Weapon Prime is expert. So, like, you still have access to that. That was the only thing that I bought out of Master League. Look here.
Well, I can't help that you picked poorly and didn't upgrade your E-Picard. That's your opportunity. I'm not in control of that.
Oh, you would have gone for E-Picard?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I didn't do any officers this time. Okay? I didn't do any officers this time because what I did was all primes, and I did all the primes that I wanted, and then I went to artifacts and forbidden tech. So Mud's helmet, Spock's pendant, control seeker probes, which I don't have unlocked. This can't be understated or overstated. The dual photon warheads, Section 31 torpedo pods, and the control seeker probes. I know that they're time gated. What is it going to be? Roughly 7 months on these. But imagine you didn't have any of those paid forbidden techs.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize you didn't have control seeker probes this whole time. You've not been pulling for those yellow thingies?
I had photon warheads and I had torpedo pods. I didn't buy all 3 of them. So
next you're going to tell me they're not upgraded to level 45.
They're not. But
oh, Lord have mercy.
But
what are you doing, DJ?
Wait, what? Hang on a second here, okay? Anyway, listen, we're not here to talk about me. All right? But for anybody else,
We're literally talking about you and what you
who
did.
doesn't have if for anybody who doesn't have those unlocked, these 3 right here have got to be your first priority. And they are unlockable very, very early.
Why don't you show them why now?
So the reason that those are so important is, or those are the ones, that are generically boosting you for pretty much any hostile now by ship type. But on top of that, these forbidden techs also are your ongoing source for forbidden tech tier-up catalysts on a daily basis. So you're doing your Q's trials, and you get to come in here and spend those credits on the forbidden tech tier-up catalyst. Okay, so and those come from doing the dailies. So torpedo
pods. Is your game broken? Why does it say 100 for that pull?
Because I'm at tier 10.
Oh,
tier
Lord.
10.
Oh, so I am level 45. Eat that, Griffin.
Yeah, you are. You're higher than that.
No, I get.
You didn't know that you could tier it up past tier 9, did you, Griffin?
Yes, I did. I'm on tier 10 too, but I get 300 per day on mine.
Yeah, well, that's because you triple pull.
Yeah,
It's
you triple
100
pull the
times
chest.
3.
It's 100, and then you triple pull the chest. So you
Oh,
get
is that
300.
okay?
Yeah. So I mean
fine.
that if you had all three of those, that would be
900 a day.
900 a day plus your normal daily redeem over here. So it considerably speeds up the acquisition of tier up catalyst, which actually fundamentally makes Forbidden Technology a viable gameplay mechanic. So the fact that these are now available free to play in Adept League, all right, is incredibly valuable. And this should be the number one thing that you guys are going for if you don't have those three. So, Control Seeker probes, I'm going to start on that. And, by the way, they are going
Don't forget about Tarka's isolytic weapon.
That's right. Tarka's isolytic weapon, which I have actually already paid for. It's down here in Master League, but that is another one that you absolutely want to open. Okay? You absolutely want to get that unlocked. And it is going to take some time. These rares, I think we figured it's going to take 7 months. All right. Tarka's isolytic weapon is probably a little over a year. Right? Let's see. 30. You would get 30 shards per month. It's still 7 months. It's still 7 months. So, I mean, guys, right here, Tarka's isolytic weapon. That is an epic forbidden tech, which has great benefits, even if you don't use it on a ship. Tarka's isolytic weapon is going to feed you hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands. Here it is. Hundreds of thousands isolytic artifact tokens for you to draw out of the isolytic artifact refinery. Okay? So this is absolutely massive. I mean, look at the isolytic tokens, and this is a free daily claim. I would get 6,342 of those.
That's where those come from. I was wondering where
You gotta get that
from.
up, man.
I mean,
Tier 6 only. What is going on over there on the mountain with your forbidden technology?
You guys are killing me.
Is there an outage?
Tarkus also feeds you. That's right. Tarpy points out that there is, in fact, a task in Alliance tournaments that Tarkus isolytic weapon can help you with. All right.
Really?
Denver says you don't get enough currency to redeem max pulls of everything in the store. Well, no, obviously not. It's a shopping plaza, man. Go in and get what you want. But the things that I chose to work on are things that I'm not going to have to work on for very long, right? The primes. So it looks like I invested into 4 different prime particles. Well, 3 of those I'll be done with after the next run. All right, prime cosmic particle is going to take me 4 months. But syndicate prime, which I don't have, that's going to take me 2 months. I got half of it this time. I'll get another half next time. Prime particle key, weapon prime particle. The prime particle key, I think I'll keep doing that for a little while because the prime particle key.
3 researches.
Prime particle key.
Yeah,
there's 3 researches there, so I'll be running on that one for a while. That's the prime wrecking, which is damage boost by ship type. So I'll be on those for a little while too. But it's overall, I mean, I felt very rewarded. So you got to think, here was 5 pulls because it's on cooldown. 5 pulls, 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 5 pulls. And if I'm not mistaken, I also came up here, right here, and I pulled 1 pull of the Breen energy dampener just because I didn't have anything left. Might as well. You know what I'm saying?
Do you already have the Breen energy dampener?
No, I do not.
Then you should have pulled the other one, the Voyager one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at least you could have converted that into the forbidden tech currency to turn into fusion rods or something.
Well, good. That's actually a very fair
Breen
point.
energy dampener is terrible.
It's worthless. Yeah, I was just going to do it so I could eventually open it up. So
it only cost 500. The 500 you spent on that should have spent on McCoy's hypo spray.
Well, no, it only cost 350, and I didn't have I spent myself down. I'm pretty sure it's not showing right now, but I think I only have 30 tokens left, so I had 380 left. So I just went ahead and tapped the Breen energy dampener. I didn't have 500 for the Voyager one after I went through everything else. But the beauty of this is that I will be able to spend on different things as time goes on, and so here's the thing. This is what I was going to admit before the break. I maxed the crap out of my store, Griffin. I mean, I worked it.
Sounds like you did a good job. I'm very impressed, with the exception of a couple little, hiccups.
I worked it really, really but I spent a little bit of time. And yes, I spent. Okay, so let's theorize here for a second. If I did 15 tasks that each paid 12,000 refresh tokens, I should have had 180,000. I would have had 180,000. Okay? If I did 15 tasks that each paid 12,000. Not to mention, Scopely could have, depending on my timing, could have given me another 60,000 of them. All right? So I could have had up to 240,000 refresh re-rolls.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how many I've got because I did, in fact, follow my own advice. And I know a lot of people, I saw it in chat. Some people said, yeah, how did you like re-roll simulator? That tells me that you did it right. All right? Because you spent a ton of re-rolls. Here's what I've got. I've got 58,000 left out of 240,000.
Where do those show up?
They're in the other tab, all the way at the very bottom.
Well, so I could get better tasks. But
Well,
I ran out.
That's exactly right. Now, Karkin, I don't know if you noticed because I didn't chat a whole lot, but I did actually line up 10,000 point tasks for the Alliance the entire tournament. Like if the Galactic Recruit one showed up, I let it stay. If the Borg Dominion, any of the Armada ones showed up, I let them stay. I was very supportive of my team, and I know that there were some people who took advantage of that because I saw some really good scores from my team.
Well, there you go.
So, and every time I would go in, the tasks that I was saving for somebody, they were gone. So either somebody else re-rolled them or somebody claimed them. I'll admit, I totally copped out. Like, for me, I wailed out on this. And I probably feel a little bit ashamed about it. Because you guys saw me spend $100 for that one task to acquire 17,000 multiphasics. Everything else I did on redeeming multiphasics for G6 materials. Every one of them, dude. Because it was the easiest, it was the fastest, and it was the best paying. They paid 4,400 credits every single time.
I hope you didn't try to use your slider.
I didn't have that problem. I was actually furious when they took away the slider.
Yeah, I was mad when they took it away.
Yeah.
It was working fine for me.
Working fine for me. All right. I was furious when they took away the slider because now I had to click it. All right. But, yeah, Retrieving says re-roll, restart, same G6 paid task, wash, rinse, repeat. I'll be honest with you. The G6 uncommon material did not show up as frequently as I would have liked. I mean, look here. I spent 200,000 re-rolls to get them. Okay?
Yep.
I spent 200,000. So that would have been 200 re-rolls. I literally refreshed 200 times to get the 15 that I wanted.
It's a lot of re-rolls.
It's a lot of re-rolls. All right. So
I did. I spent myself down to under 12,000 so that when it launches again, I'll be able to get that claim.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, Raj says I got them so many times. You know, there could be a stack on that, Raj. I don't know what your alliance makeup is. A lot of us are G5, G6. Maybe that was the thing. Maybe if your alliance had too many people claiming, or it could have just been that many people were claiming those tasks. Like if it came up, that was the desired task in my alliance. So they just grabbed it. You know what I'm saying?
I totally see that happening.
Yeah,
yes.
that might have been it because I know that's what I did. Every time I saw it, buddy, I tripped over myself to claim it. I did 14 or 13 tasks with multiphasics, you know? So I definitely took the whale's way out on this, but man, it was so rewarding for me. I mean, I got so much stuff. The artifact shards, absolutely insane, you know? Retrieving says, giving free-to-play 10,000 point tasks behind a 0.0000001 chance of rolling. I can't get behind that, Retrieving. That's actually not mathematically accurate in any way, shape, or form. But I do admit that some of them definitely appeared more than others. But again, how many rerolls did you and your team spend? Putz, you were, or it was Matters. Yeah. Who was logging all their rolls?
I was.
Oh, was Putz?
Putz was.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, how many total rolls did your alliance log start to finish?
We stopped logging on day 3, but we got up to 5,000 rerolls.
5,000 rolls.
I personally earned and spent 100 rerolls, and I was able to do the Borg and the Dominion Armada thing.
Oh.
I was able to do that on day 1 and day 2, and then on day 4 and day 5. So I did.
You did get it. See, you were fussing.
I did.
You were complaining. So retrieving right there's your proof positive. Right there's your proof positive. You just had to stick with it.
Yeah, it took 3 of my alliance mates re-rolling for more than an hour at like 1 o'clock in the morning for one of them to pop before I went to bed that night, because I wasn't going to be able to do it in the morning.
Retrieving says he got the only one, which is not true, because 4 people in his alliance got it before he did. So they spent a couple of thousand rerolls, or several hundred anyway, and 5 people get it. Retrieving says they paid for those rerolls. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. I mean, you could have, but I did not run into anybody who bought rerolls. Okay.
Retrieving, come on the stage and talk about your feelings. Let's have it out. You're definitely feeling the alliance. Come up on stage and let us console you.
Retrieving, it says, how do you do 10,000 rerolls? I don't think he said 10,000, first of all. But as a team, like, I didn't do 10,000. I did 200. So I know he didn't say 10,000. But as a team, absolutely they could have run several thousand. And he was logging. He was logging all
10,000 points in rerolls. That's only 10.
Like I said, we logged about 5,500 rerolls before we said, okay, we don't need to do this anymore. We think we figured it out. And me personally, I was able to reroll 100 times because I spent down every day and I got 5 tasks. I completed 5 tasks that gave me the 12K rerolls.
5. I thought you could only do 3 in a day. What, am I confused about that?
There were 5 days.
No, I did 5 days. I did 5 of those tasks throughout the 5 days.
Retrieving says, how can you re-roll more than 12 times in a day? Because the 10,000 point task also awarded 12 more re-rolls. That's how I got all mine. So for every 10,000 point task, you got 12 more re-rolls. Then you got 12 re-rolls a day. So if you played it right, you could actually have earned 48 rerolls every single day. All right? If you were doing all 10,000 point tasks. Now, if you never got one, says Retrieving, then that is totally the point we're talking about. Then you've got to have an alliance mate come in and try to help you, which is what I did, for example, for Karkin and several others. If I saw a task that was 10,000 points, but not one that I wanted, I would still leave it. I didn't re-roll that. I left it for my team. All right? So that would allow my team to then step in and work on it. And I didn't buy anything on it. Now, granted, I'm a G6, so I had more free tasks available to me than many other players because we had the G6 material one. That one is free to play. All right. And I used it as such. So that gave me extra rerolls. And it would give any G6 player, it's going to give extra rerolls to them as well. Okay.
Correct.
So maybe I helped you out because I queued up a lot of those G6 or gas. What's your preference, by the way? I had so many up. I was like, do I re-roll the crystal or the gas?
Leave them. All right. Samo says G6 material ones. You said you spent multiphasics on, which is paid. That's fair. It wasn't. Okay, that's fair because that wouldn't have been paid. I didn't pay for that purpose. I had them from other things that I would have done in the G6 world. And again, I kind of am going to have to say, I mean, G6 is not exactly free-to-play territory yet. You know what I'm saying? So I am willing to totally admit that I spent to get the multiphasics, which allowed me to do this event, later
But
on,
they were already
eventually.
in your inventory, and you did not have to pay at that second in order to use them.
That's
And
true.
so,
And I didn't have to
again,
buy, and I did not buy rerolls either. Now, I will tell you, as far as the event structure, the award structure, we had a very long conversation before about the credits. All right. And while I understand Scopely's position on that, it was frustrating for a lot of us. I got to be honest with you. I feel like it might be a more reasonable conversation to have with Scopely to potentially increase the number of reroll credits that show up in some of the non-10,000 point tasks. I think that would actually be a better conversation. And I actually did want to ask about that. I was going to do it in the podcast. Retrieving specifically for you, Tarpy, for you, would it be worth it to pursue that line of questioning? Because some people say, well, I don't want to re-roll 200 times. It's a click-a-palooza. But I think re-rolls as a team are very, very, very much determining the success of your alliance. Like just the general questions that I've been asking players who got relegated and players who got to stay in their league or players who got promoted, it came down to players like Putz who were actively, like Putz, you said we kind of figured it out. There's a little bit of a pattern in there. So the people who
you put on your tinfoil hat too and figured out that if you refreshed at 10,000 and 8,000 and a 4,000, you would get the 10,000 one that you wanted.
What?
You figured that out too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the secret.
Let me just say this: we did not roll 5,500 10,000 tasks. We definitely spread it out.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't roll anything under a 1,000 task, but when you start re-rolling some of the 1,000, the 2,000, the 4,400, the 8,000 tasks, stuff started happening.
Stuff started popping, guys. So I think that players who really, really explored with the re-rolls and really utilized those, which, by the way, that was my hint before tournaments. You guys are getting an exorbitant number of re-rolls. Use them. Well, the players who use them experience some success. And I think that is a very strong piece of strategy moving forward. I know it's a lot of clicking. And there was technical issues still because sometimes the refresh would work and other times you had to reboot. So that was kind of a pain. Like I had half and half. Like sometimes it would refresh and then other times it didn't do anything and I had to reboot the entire app. So that was frustrating. But it definitely did have an impact. So that's right, Chaos. You had to select a task and re-roll only a single task. You didn't get to re-roll the entire pool. You had to choose one and re-roll that one. Yeah. All right. So Silvertap says, wait, what? Re-rolling 8Ks to get good 10Ks? It wasn't just that. It was almost like rolling upwards. It was like, I don't know. I don't think I observed it enough, Putz, to actually lay out the actual strategy. And by the way, if we have it, we are going to share that with you because that is what this show is all about.
I'm not trying to hide anything. Like I said, on a whim, I was like, we have spent 200 rolls and we haven't gotten anything but these like 5 or 6 tasks that nobody wanted, right? And I was like, okay, nobody re-roll anything for like 5 minutes. And me and another guy, I was like, okay, I'm gonna re-roll 10 of the 2K and the 4K. I want you to re-roll 10 of the 8K and the 10K, and we're just going to play around and see.
Now, out of curiosity, I'm going to ask this very simple question.
Yeah.
What was the most simultaneous 10,000 point task that you guys got by doing that method?
I don't know. I would have to go back to the notes. I don't know off the top of my head, but when I say stuff started happening,
I saw 8. Karkin, in our alliance, I saw 8 simultaneous 10,000 point tasks when people started playing. Yeah. So
most of that was 4.
I think, well, he even saw 4, and most of you guys said that you only saw 2 or 3. So there is a strategy towards pushing that up a little bit, and I think that it had something to do with kind of graduating these tasks, whether you completed them or re-rolled them. It was almost like my observation of this, which, by the way, is not scientific. I didn't document it, and I wish I had. But my observation of this was almost like start at the bottom and work your way up.
Really?
Yeah, because as that happened, I saw more 10,000-point tasks, and we got to the point, Putz, where we had no tasks under 4,000 points.
Wow.
Yeah, like day 4 and day 5, we were running probably 4 and 5 10,000 tasks almost all the time, as far as like up and ready to grab. And and what we were doing was, it was re-rolling the smaller. When I say smaller, I said we started at 1,000, right? Re-roll those, re-roll another one, re-roll, and yeah, you got
it was like they
it
was like they graduated. Like it was almost like you were using those proc rates, so to speak. And when you ran out of some of the smaller proc rates, then you only had the bigger proc rates left. It was, and by the way, I'm not suggesting that you complete them. I'm suggesting that you do some of the re-rolls on some of those, because obviously you don't want to complete it. That would count as one of your tasks for the day, and it would have been low points. But if you and your entire team were trying to re-roll those and get them out of the way, then you guys saw some higher point tasks come in. And by the way, it wasn't for the permanency of the event either, because one night, I think it was day 3, day 4 is when I saw 8 10,000-point tasks, but the next morning it was back down to 4, or 3. So we used them, you know what I'm saying? And then we had to start from scratch again. So, and by the way, this is just a personal layman's observation. Next tournament, I'm going to actually work with my team to try to document this, because I really genuinely feel, and I thought I was kind of crazy with that, Putz. I thought it might have been luck, but then I started seeing, when I saw all the 10,000-point tasks and then 8,000-point tasks and 5,000-point tasks, and there were no 750-point tasks and no 1,500-point tasks. Like the smallest task that showed up was 4,000 points. I knew that there was some kind of method there.
Obviously,
the other thing I wanted to say, and this is again only anecdotal, but we found by day 4 and 5 that we got everybody on board, but somebody would say, "I'm going to go re-roll some now," and then nobody would re-roll.
They were
right?
waiting.
And as long as we did that, it seemed like it synced, and you didn't have to restart. Right? You could just sit there and watch them pop up, and it would flash up. And as long as only one person was re-rolling at a time, it would actually work.
I observed that as well. The system definitely would freeze up if multiple of us were going at it. But there were times like that I popped into the chat and said, okay, I'm going to spend a bunch of re-rolls, and I know that the team was watching, and that's when it worked well. I agree.
Yep.
Yes, Putz has an amazing microphone that suddenly sounds awesome. So whatever.
Yeah, what's new, Putz? We can actually hear you now.
Yeah, you sound great, by the way.
Don't know.
What did you do?
Oh, don't give me that crap.
What did you do?
What's different?
What did you do?
I haven't done anything, I swear to God.
You're starting to sound bad. Don't move. Don't move. We just had packet loss. Now, Retrieving says 12 re-rolls a day, nowhere near enough to discern any patterns. Agreed, which is why you need to let a larger alliance try to crack this. And if we find that pattern, we will share it, and hopefully it will be something that you guys can do. But again, you got to think, if you got 50 people, let's just say, and by the way, even in our alliance, I don't think 50 people participated. Overall participation on this, according to STFC statistics, was really bad.
We had like 80.
According to STFC statistics, out of all active accounts now, okay, that you've got some people that are level 1 and level 2. But according to STFC statistics, out of active accounts on a server, only 46% of players actually engaged in alliance tournaments, which I think is very, very bad.
Oh, wow.
Scopely's going to have to do better on that.
A lot of people were afraid of refining the wrong thing, so they didn't refine anything. So they couldn't find tasks that they wanted, so they didn't do any.
Yeah, I think that Scopely's still going to have... And honestly, maybe re-rolls are a better way to address that, or increasing the credit tasks a little bit. I mean, if you've got a feature that only half your player base engages in, it's probably not quite good enough. For me, I would think that benchmark needs to be 65 to 70%.
Well, it's just like Samo said in the chat. I think the biggest thing that you can do to fix it right now is to get those reroll credits everywhere, including in the grinder tasks and the 300-point tasks. Everybody should have access to these rerolls to participate.
Yeah.
The rerolls, I think,
the
are
other
very
thing
important. Hey, Aaron, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm good. Hey, but I think the other thing is like I noticed this in my alliance. All the tasks that people wanted to do were the highest scoring ones. Nobody wanted to do the 750. People did do them, but if people were like, "Oh, I don't want to do these 750 ones," so then they didn't do anything at all. Whereas I would say, and we end up saying to our alliance, like, do as many as you can, of whatever one. It doesn't matter what the points are. All points will help add up to where our rank is in the
Absolutely.
In the scoreboard.
Yeah, the people in our alliance who didn't play, I encourage them to do an easy 750 just to get points. Because then at the end, I mean, we finished in 4th place, which was what, 9,300? No, it was right at 10,000 credits. 10,000 tournament, 10,000 tournament credits, which is not nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not nothing for them to come in. So if somebody had just scored a singular point and could come in and still get, some credits from the Alliance rewards. So, I agree that some of those smaller tasks may not be for everybody, but that's what the other 54% of players should have done. The other 54% of players should have done one task over 5 days, little SMS over 5 days, and they could have actually gotten decent rewards out of that store. Instead, they went with nothing.
TFC rules that people don't know unless they've been playing the game for years. I mean, you could legitimately make a case that people who are in this game for a year or less have no clue what you're talking about and why that's important.
Yeah, you got to score a point in any Alliance event. There has to be participation. If you've contributed exactly 0 towards your alliance, then you get 0 rewards.
If you're in the alliance.
Yeah, if you contribute a score, then you will earn what your alliance earns. And I think that's really, really important.
The variety of tasks was good enough for anyone should have been able to find something to do.
Anybody could have scored 750 points. Over 5 days, anybody could have scored 750 points. I mean, we saw one 750-point task, which was complete 10 levels of a wave. Now, it didn't have to be 10 in one run, all right? But you could have done. I mean, your wave battle pass is to complete 5 waves. You know what I'm saying? So you could have done 2 waves or 3 waves, even if you only got to level 3 or 4. I mean, it didn't. You could have still done that. Yep. You could have still done that. Now, IJ points out you do technically still get the Emerald Chain benefits, though, even for not participating, and that's true.
Oh.
You do get the Emerald Chain benefits. That's
Don't
accurate.
Talk to me about the Emerald Chain benefits.
You didn't get any Emerald Chain XP either, or you just get short?
I'm short.
Yeah, you're short. So here's what I'm going to say, and I have been very vocal with Scopely over the last several days as to this, all right? All I can tell you is that they know that there was a problem with alliances being relegated that shouldn't have been relegated. And all they have shared with me is that there is an investigation ongoing. But, we are investigating a number of related tech issues, and we'll give more information when we have it. My response to that was, it may be prudent to at least acknowledge this to the community for some of these bugs for affected alliances. Just let them know that you guys are aware of it, because there's been no acknowledgement at all.
Literally 0.
No acknowledgement at all for alliances who were improperly relegated, and I think that's a fail. I think that is a massive fail, Scopely, that you have not publicly acknowledged that this happened, okay? So, listen, I'm not expecting a fix. It actually looks like a very complicated issue, okay, from what I've seen. It is complicated. I have no idea how it even happened. The tech on this is mind-boggling as how this happened. But you got to come out and say something. Say something. something. Whatever Christina Aguilera says. You got to say something. Even this, we are investigating a number of related tech issues and we'll give more information when we have it. That sentence should have been made public.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have read it to you now. Like
Well,
they didn't want that said. But I mean, why? You got to tell people. Hey, Doug. Now, if you want my honest opinion on it, why didn't they say anything publicly? Hammy's out of town. Hammy's the one who would push for this. There you are. Hammy's the one who would do this. You know? So, yeah, I'm disappointed that nobody else jumped up and said, okay, hey, listen, let the mods do it. Let the CCs do it. Just tell people that, yeah, we know this is happening. And we're gonna try to figure it out. But players, certain alliances were improperly relegated and or not properly promoted.
Correct. Either could be the case.
Either could have been the case. All right.
And now there are some chump alliances in our spots. And now what's going to happen?
Here's the deal. I mean, I honestly
don't think anybody was not properly promoted because the second
I don't
alliance,
know, dude.
The fake alliance always had like 10 points.
Listen, I saw
200
I saw alliances ranked second and third get relegated. All right.
Yeah.
I know some got relegated that shouldn't have been, but because
that would have made fifth place improperly promoted in that case. If a second place alliance got relegated out of the bracket, then that means fifth place would have gotten promoted because they would have been bumped to fourth. That shouldn't have happened.
Well, not even that.
Only if they actually got moved up.
Not even that, but even with ours, we scored fifth in a Masters, right? And now it looks like I could pull it up and show you the screenshot. It now says we were fifth in Expert and above the promotion line. So technically we should have been, by that screen, we should have been promoted back to Masters, yet we don't have the Masters rewards and we don't have anything associated with Masters.
It's weird that the only thing that updated on the leaderboard was your new division, which is wrong. But I just realized this is going to be like the Olympics, DJ. It's going to be like that poor little gymnast girl, and she's like celebrating because she like won the bronze medal and she's all excited for her country.
Then I came over and just took it.
Yeah. Then she looks at the scoreboard. It's like, whoops.
Sorry. Give us that back.
Was accepted. You're give us the medal back. Sorry. Have a nice day.
Here's what I think. I think that relegation and promotion shouldn't happen until the next iteration. And that may be unpopular if you got promoted. All right. But I think that the biggest part of this technical failure is trying to update the store in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of you guys, if you had been relegated, you still could have bought from the master store or the expert store. You still could have bought from the store you started in if you had done it during the tournament. But then all of a sudden, your credits aren't worth the same at the end of the tournament, but they still give you 7 days to spend it or 2 days to spend it.
Stupid idea. That's a stupid idea. Your score shouldn't change until the beginning of the next iteration.
I think so too. I think promotion and relegation should have changed on the next run. So that being said, though, I can see some people being frustrated. Well, we got promoted. Why don't I get the master store this time? I can see the people wanting their reward now instead of waiting 30 days for their reward. But on the other hand, you know, if you were relegated, then at least you have a chance to spend what you earned while you were in that league. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that relegation or promotion shouldn't happen until round 2, you know, or round 3. The next following round is when that promotion should happen. And I don't know if
open the store until after the main event is complete.
I mean, going forward, people would know that, and if you can see that you're getting relegated or in danger of getting relegated, spend your credits before it's over. Obviously.
Oh, I love how Tarpy says it in the chat. Tarpy says They didn't compete against the higher division, so they shouldn't get to buy the stuff from the better store until the next time.
I mean,
That's exactly right.
I kind of agree with that. It should be set for the following round. You should get the rewards for the round that you or for what you competed in that time. So I kind of agree with that, and I'm confused as to why that's not what's happening, and I'm not convinced that it wasn't supposed to happen. You know, if you go back to the qualifier tournament, I kind of feel like that was unexpected. You know, I kind of feel like this is exactly how it's supposed to be working, is that it was supposed to wait until the next run. But then, oh, wait, it's going to work this way? Well, then we got to adjust. You know what I'm saying? So
maybe.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Retrieving says, that's some next level thinking, and I love it. There you go, Tarpy. People loving that feedback, but honestly, that's exactly how it should have happened. See, look, first squad right there. Master League's messed up. We finished in the top, but got relegated to expert. The whole thing is toast. And I can, this is the stuff you guys have talked about it before. This is where, you have a nice dinner, but then you get a shit salad for dessert, or whatever, a shit sundae for dessert.
I don't remember that analogy.
It's not quite like that, but we've talked about it. Like, you have a great dinner, right? You got a nice, fine ribeye, medium rare. You got some horseradish, some roasted asparagus, a fine salad, a twice-baked potato with a little bit of Worcester sauce, and it's a great meal. A nice wine to go with it. You've got excellent company. There's music playing in the background. Like, it's just great, right? Everything is fantastic. And then they bring you out a pile of white dog shit for dessert. Okay. Sorry, here's DJ's After Dark again. Listen, I've been off the air for 7 days. I haven't shaved, and I just got a few cuss words in me, okay? Got a few cuss words in me. I'm just saying, like, that is how First Squad looks at Alliance tournaments. The tournament worked. He earned, he promoted. He was in the top 5 of Master League. And then all of a sudden got a white dog turd sandwich for dessert.
Oh, boy. Oh.
And now can't even spend his rewards on what he thought he was going to be able to spend his rewards on. And now, because he's been relegated, they're not even available. And further, the credits are going to expire before the next run, so he doesn't even get to save them for when his store gets back to proper.
That's the funny part.
The credits are going to disappear, so he's got to spend them now in an inferior store, or he doesn't get the rewards at all.
That super sucks.
So this is the white dog turd dessert that continues to plague this feature. Now, was this feature much better? Yes, it was. It really, really was much better than the qualifier round. But gosh darn it, it still doesn't functionally work properly. It doesn't.
It works better.
It works better, but it still doesn't work properly. And if you're a player like First Squad, well, you might consider this feature completely broken. You're not going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get paid. Yeah. Wake up. It is about time for bed, isn't it? So I think that for the players who were improperly relegated,
yes,
it is an extremely frustrating position to be in, because you know what? A lot of you guys probably didn't spend your loot as you went, right?
No, you save it to the end for the big star artifact that didn't come.
Save it to the end. Moopsy's here, everybody. Moopsy, how are you? Moopsy, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, we are alive. We are alive. Are you okay? Last I heard from you, of course, it's been almost 2 weeks, but last I heard you were really sick. You doing well? You okay?
He said he's moving to California now because he can't handle the East Coast.
You're moving to California. Can't handle the East Coast. What?
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Can't handle what's on the East Coast?
He's heading west.
Heading west, going back to Los Angeles County. Oh, Augusta got wrecked. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it sure did, man. Is that where you were? Man, I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're safe. That's
With a name like
scary, man.
Augusta, you might have seen that coming.
So, you know, Alliance tournaments better, not perfect, not fixed, not even game design perfect, but certainly not tech perfect, and really still leaving a bad taste in players' mouths when they just want it to be good. And, you know, here's the next thing. I bet you if you ask First Squad, did you enjoy tournaments while it was ongoing until it foobarred your alliance?
Well,
The answer's
yeah.
probably yes.
Absolutely did.
Answer's probably yes, because they played.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. It's frustrating, but they're continuing to get better, but I just wish they could make a little bit more progress on it. I feel like this is something that I noticed, all right? And I could be wrong on this because I didn't play as much. But I did feel like I observed a lot of Scopely announcements from Simpali, by the way, shout out.
Yeah, totally.
For crap that wasn't working over the last week. So during tournaments, we had the multiphasic thing on the sliders.
Yeah.
All right. And then you had the one for uncommon commander skill points also. Okay.
Oh, and then there was the whole freaking Lorca debacle.
Yeah.
The Lorca debacle.
Lorca not working, right?
Like flat out not working.
The EU server reset everybody to level 1 accounts.
All efficiencies. It wasn't just Lorca.
It wasn't all efficiencies either. It was all fleet commander.
FC efficiencies?
It was all fleet commander efficiencies. They basically just deactivated the fleet commander tree. European servers reset everybody to level 1 accounts. All right, weird. War Chest was scheduled to come, never came. The Mega Cube solo leaderboard was improperly coded. This is an interim event that runs all the time.
Literally doesn't change.
It
The War
never
Chest
changes.
is running right now.
The War Chest is running now. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's right. That's the premium dust in it. Yeah. Mega Cube solo leaderboard and ALB. Never, like, there's no change to that event, but it wasn't working.
Not working.
All right. You had.
Oh, it did change.
You had.
They did change it. They shortened it.
Okay.
It was only 2 days.
That's right. They touched it, and then it broke.
Yeah, and it fell apart.
Yeah. Incursions for the European servers. Forced emergency maintenance. Because, I'm sorry, APAC. APAC incursions forced emergency maintenance to address lag issues. By the way, they ran emergency maintenance with exactly 2 minutes notice.
No way.
2 minutes. We apologize for the short notice.
It's not enough time to read the announcement.
It was 2 minutes.
We apologize for it, and we'll be click.
So DJ, with all of these different announcements from Simpali,
I'm
and all
telling
of
you,
these,
there's
like, oh my
something
gosh,
very different with you. You are coming in HD quality today.
thank you. But with all of these different announcements, isn't it strikingly and glaringly obvious that they are, like, why haven't they announced this whole Alliance tournament debacle? Like, even announced, hey, we're gonna again. It just strikes me as odd, right? They've announced on every little single thing.
I don't disagree.
But not this.
But I don't disagree in any way, shape, or form. It's why I encourage them to say something about it. But when I'm looking at this, every single announcement I just read to you happened while Griffin and I were on break. This is all between September 27th and now, a 5-day period. All right? Here's more.
Vacation.
Here's more, okay? The enlistment chest in the event store for the new summer hunt, or, well, fall hunt, whatever we're doing it now, the recruitment event, gone. Then peace shields broke.
They did. Well, they were just not being accurately displayed.
There was
No
a display. Okay, that's right. They were functionally fine. But for whatever reason, whatever it was that they tinkered with in the game suddenly showed that peace shields were not properly showing. All right. So I look at this 5 days worth of announcements, right, Putz? I look at 5 days and I'm like, my God, they broke like a dozen things in 5 days. I am amazed at at how much has gone wrong in the last 10 days, and I'm shocked about it. Not even 10 days, 5 days. I am shocked about it because then you had even in that 5 days was the Alliance relegation and promotion thing. I mean, there is a remarkable number of tech problems that have occurred in the last 5 days, and I simply have to ask why.
I think they're going for the record.
I have some serious concerns here. Like, why was it just so sloppy? Like, that might be the best general question. Why was it so sloppy? Was there not, like, the people double checking on stuff? But this wasn't just scoring issues. This was actual fundamental breaks. You know, and I'm really, that concerns me, man. This was in between the arcs. This is not when things go wrong. Like, it's pretty routine between the arcs. Matter says it's because I went away.
So I'm going to throw something out here. DJ. You know how, like, when we play the game, it takes us 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever, to click through and do all of our clicking and all of that just on a daily stuff before you even, like, really get to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how many, like they're not doing all of that, right? Like, are they going to go through and, like, oh, we changed this one thing over here, let's go and click through all of these different things that can be possibly clicked through just to make sure that we didn't break anything? The answer is no.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but I mean, there's no clicking involved with display issues with P shields, you know, and APAC servers and EU servers. I mean, why did all of EU get reset to level 1, and why did APAC get a 2-minute emergency maintenance because all of a sudden incursions destroyed their lives?
Split scoring in alliance tournaments. I mean, none of that is.
Yeah, what's relegation and alliance tournaments have to do with any of this stuff? It's just weird, you know.
It is weird. It's a full moon month. It is October. It is Halloween. Maybe, you know, the evil spirits are upon us.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, and Wolfwood says we got a new arc coming this week. I mean, yeah, that is factual. That's happening. I mean, I don't think they've said it yet, but I mean. Look at the calendar.
We really couldn't tell you about it? Don't know the first thing.
Me neither. I don't know anything. I haven't even watched the video yet. Hammy hasn't sent out the materials. I don't have my promotional package. I got nothing. I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Lube.
I couldn't tell you a thing. Lube wasn't. So I messaged Lube. Lube's my go-to. I messaged Lube today. I said, "Yo, you got some video for me?" Lovey eyes. Sorry, dude. I was driving. Hammy said it would be in the shared drive shortly, though. Yeah, it's not there. So
not there.
Nope.
He's just he's too busy.
Not enough time.
Not enough time. All right. So I don't know. Anyway, Alliance tournaments, I did have a good time with them. I wasn't affected by it, and I got a ton of loot. Got a ton of loot.
That is nice.
So but I know I was in a very unique scenario. I mean, I was a G6 player and I had multiphasics. So for me, it was easy as pie.
And so much so that you're encouraged to further attempt to play around with the reroll mechanic with your team and discover a better strategy the next time. So you're excited for the next iteration. That's good.
Yeah, there's a pattern. There's a pattern in there, guys. Have I done any of the chase? Yeah, I've done. I completed the SMSs. I haven't. I did complete the SMSs, but I have not scored anything today.
Am I really in token space, in Voyager token space, getting 7 points at a time? This is what I'm meant to be doing.
Are you what?
I'm in Voyager token space, scoring 7 points at a time for the first.
7
I'm behind.
points. Yeah, 7 points, dude.
Is that correct?
Well, you get 9 points if you summon a Borg cube. So if you go into that data cube system, you get 9 points off one of those.
Yeah, but I can only do that once every 25 seconds.
30 seconds. It's once every 30 seconds.
No. That's what makes me feel. It's very deflating.
Ooh. Yeah, so.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Borg. Although the infinite incursions little loop bonus is still turned on, so I could pop one of those and then go to Borgtown.
You could. Do you actually need those things still?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But
That's
yeah, your Exo store's still open if you guys wanted to take a quick peek at that. Look at that right up there.
Yeah, go ahead and get some double loot out there for those for those silent enemies.
Yeah, still
Those
12 more hours.
Those cute little Zindies.
Cute little Zindies.
That. Even some Trillium D. Double up on your 2 to 9 minute frickin'.
By the way, I want to point out, Griffin, that this new camera is so great that you can now actually see the paint that I ripped off the wall when I was trying to hang the lights.
Really see it now.
Didn't used to be able to see it, but now this new camera like pops it off really, really nice. So now I've got to actually paint the wall. Got to actually paint back there.
Good luck with that.
All right, which camera is it? This is the new the Elgato Face Cam Pro.
Bro, this is a good one.
This is a ridiculous camera. We determined that Halo was the one who provided it. Again, shout out Halo.
Thanks,
What
Halo.
a great camera. This is by far the best camera I've ever used.
It looks like you're using an SLR camera for only $299. It's a really good deal. It's mountable.
Stupidly good camera.
You can put it on a stick. It has aperture controls. It has focus controls. It has a lot of high-end stuff. And
As
it
matter,
works on a
matter of fact, here we got to take a quick break. When we come back, this would be a little bit fun because I've got to take a quick break. But when we come back, I actually want to do a little bit of housekeeping. I'll explain what I mean when I come back. There's actually a couple of tasks that I need to do, and a few things that I want to kind of ping the audience about as far as some of our upcoming content and some projects that we can do. So we're going to talk about that on the other side of the break. Got to do a very quick one here from Twitch. So we'll click on the button. Griffin is tired. I am tired. It's been a very long week, so we'll probably get ready to call it soon. But not just yet. We got one more break to take, and we will take that now. A brief pause for the cause, and be back right here with Twitching Trek after these words. All right.
By the way,
By the way, task do you have to accomplish? You're gonna sweep up the dead rat in the corner finally?
First of all, there's mice poop down there.
I know there is.
And I cleaned this like a week and a half ago. So,
Well, Mickey and his family all still live there, and they go into the room with the most heat, which is your computer, and you're sharing the room with 8 or 9 other rats right now.
there's mice in here. I'm gonna have to find them. Anyway, on my caller ID today, you will never believe what business called my shop and showed up on the caller ID.
I don't know.
Paws and claws.
I was gonna say paws and balls. You got a paws and claws?
Paws and claws.
Wow.
Yeah, showed up on the caller ID. I almost spit out the Diet Coke I was drinking.
It's like somebody might be messing with you.
I was like, wait a second. Who is this?
That's
Well-
like, hey, we know who you are, and we know where to find you.
I know. Oh my goodness. I just now realized, and I'm so sorry, I never turned on channel points tonight, or
Whoops.
sound alerts,
Oops.
or stickers. Sorry,
Okay.
Moopsy's here. You want to throw some stickers? Moopsy, you still here? Moopsy. Moopsy.
No,
Moopsy.
be quiet.
Moopsy.
Moopsy, you still here? You want to throw some stickers? Moopsy.
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 Moopsy, you here? Moopsy.
Moopsy.
All right. Oh, he says do it. All right, I'll turn it on for you, baby. I'll do
Okay.
it. I will turn it right on for you. There was nothing that would turn me on more than turning on stickers for you, baby.
Wow.
Do it. Let's see, you're gonna activate it as a component, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Okay, activate that as a
I believe
component.
you've
Okay.
reached a new low point in your life.
Okay, component, settings. Let's hop in here to the settings. All right, I'm releasing the Moopsy.
Moopsy.
Moopsy. I was responding to your viewers. I answered as fast as I can, given my limited capabilities right now. What did you do? Did you strain your quad? Did you hurt your calf muscle? What about your biceps? you work it out just a little bit too hard. Look at that. Look. Ah!
I can't believe you actually said his biceps are smaller in person. That was kind of rude.
I was just messing with him. That was so funny. First of all, I obviously didn't believe that. The dude is massive. All right.
That's why you're not invited to barbecues.
That's why I'm not invited to barbecues. But seriously, it was just funny. I walked right up to him. First of all, dude is just massive. He is just pumped up like a balloon. And I go up to him and be like, oh, you're smaller than I expected you to be. Just try to be an asshole.
Well, you weren't trying. You were succeeding.
I was succeeding at being an asshole. But yeah, it stuck. He was very offended by that. All right. He was super, super bothered by that. That quote didn't end for the entire weekend. All right.
No.
Seriously, every time I saw him, he was like, do you really think my biceps are smaller? And I was like, oh yeah, you're a child. You look small. You look teeny weeny.
Are we back from break?
Yes, we're back from break. Obviously, I was being sarcastic.
But it hurt his heart. All right. Do I lift? No. I mean, tacos from my plate to my mouth, sure.
And not even well. Not even that well, because I beat you in that contest too.
Yeah. So, no, it's so funny. By the way, viewer attack doesn't feel like it's loading for me. Is it? We got problems over here? I'm trying to load viewer attack, Moopsy, and it's not loading. Might be broke. Might be broken. Here, I'll turn on. Yo, Darkfire, thanks for the resub, man. Appreciate you, man. Welcome back from break. What I realized during break is that I didn't turn on any of the sound alerts or stickers or any of that. So I'm going to turn on all of that stuff right now. You guys will have a chance to play a little bit with that. That's all turning on as we speak. And I was going to take a look at their sound alerts. They're back on. I wonder why viewer attack is not loading up properly.
Oh my gosh. My name is Beck and I like plants and I'm a valley girl and listen to me do all the things on a Rev show.
Yep, still my show. Incoming hype train. I'm gonna get a couple of people, throw a couple 100 bits in there, and we'll get that going. There is something. So TwitchCon happened. I think
about this.
I did.
TwitchCon did happen. I was watching Bafty all over San Diego.
Yeah. I was actually watching some of her stuff too. And actually, so I have a funny story about Bafty I'm going to share with you guys tonight. That actually was one of the things that I wanted to do on
the restraining order finally came in.
No. That's a big one right there. That's impressively large. That is funny though. Why are the stickers not working? Moopsy, are the stickers working? It's not loading for me. It says extension configuration, but it's still sitting there spinning.
I'm so positive. I'm full of positive energy.
It won't load at all. So I don't know. Let's see. What Mimi says, who knows, DJ's ditched the Arcfall video, so she can't be summoned by leaks. That is right. She's got the night off because she didn't tell me about the meeting. All right.
What?
Viewer attack broadcaster broken. So viewer attack is broken. Viewer attack. So there you go.
Perfect.
I forgot about that one.
That's what I think of this show.
That's so good. Man, Samo says so many meetings, so many people don't know about. I was supposed to have a meeting today. And Griffin was supposed to be in the meeting today, and neither one of us made it. Oopsies.
No, I was not supposed to be in any meeting. 2
You
minutes after the
were
meeting started, I
supposed
got
to
a
be
very
in the
rude
meeting.
Phone call. Hey, why aren't you in the thing?
Hold on. No. We gotta. All right. Let's actually tell this story accurately. Okay. First of all, you were supposed to be in the meeting. This was not your fault. I don't mean that you were supposed to be there. You didn't show up.
I was.
You were never given the information to attend.
Feeling so good about myself because I just lifted and I just walked on the treadmill. I was having a great morning. At 11:02, the phone rings. Oh, look, it's UltimatDJz. This is gonna be a fun phone call, as it always is. Hey, man, how are you doing today? And then what did you say? Hey, man, happy Wednesday. How are you doing today, DJs?
Why aren't you in this meeting?
Why aren't you in the meeting? Aren't you in the Discord? It's 11:02 in the morning. What's going on with you?
Why aren't you in the meeting? Why aren't you there? Are you in the Discord? Are you supposed to be there? Let's go. We're late.
What Discord? What meeting? What are we talking about, DJs?
Wait, you weren't invited? You were supposed to be invited. God bless it. Give me a second. I hung up.
Yeah, that was it. And
I hung up.
That was my phone call. That was, and then, I was nearly in a car accident because I was traumatized so deeply.
I think I fooled
I
about
was not
this.
paying attention to where I was going, and I nearly ran over an old lady with the groceries.
You did not.
Ran over an old lady with the groceries.
Moopsy hurt himself today to see if he still feels.
Oh man. We got to plan a special trip to go see Moopsy.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to have to go check out Moopsy, make sure his arms still feel good and stuff like that. Still feel good because, they did feel good.
Definitely looked good. So what story did you have about, now that I've cried for the third time about that phone call? What story did you have about Bafty and her little live stream?
Okay, so earlier this evening, she was, I don't know what was happening with her chat. Okay, it looks like viewer attack is working now.
It worked now.
Viewer attack is working. Yeah, Moopsy says, Griffin told me to stop flexing at the barbecue, and I'm like, I'm just standing here.
That's funny. There he is.
Thank you, Moopsy. Appreciate that very much. Anyway, so Bapty's chat was being a little bit silly tonight.
Oh, right on my face. Answering right on my face.
It was right on your face. Yeah, that's right, Sir Tail. He's here. Chronex has bigger pythons.
Mass attack starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys hit it. Let's go.
Mass attack.
No, better not me.
Why is this all you guys got? Come on, let's go. Do them all. They're all free.
No.
I'm over here.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, snowballs. Not even Halloween yet.
Ooh, we got water balloons.
That looks like Griffin.
Ooh, look, pumpkins.
More green Griffin.
And pizza. AOL. Where's AOL? There I am. You don't have me yet. Look, time almost up. Time's almost up. It's still there. Oh my gosh. You just took like a Chinese star to the forehead. Yeah, you just took a ninja star right to the face.
I bet.
Oh, there was another one. Has it been 60 seconds yet? Holy God.
I think we're stuck in permanent sticker throwing.
IJ just threw like 30 shits. Thanks, IJ. That was a lot of poops.
That was a
Jiminy
lot of
Christmas.
That's just like your ham sandwich all over again.
It wasn't ham, it was slimy turkey.
His name is John C.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Samo says almost as many shits as you and your sons had.
John C.
All right. Meanwhile says, ew, slimy what? You missed the story at the beginning of the stream. I have been without power for a while. And I may or may not have misjudged how long food would stay good in a refrigerator without electricity. There was so much poo. Anyway, it was bad. So anyway, earlier this evening, I don't even know how it kind of came up, Bafty's chat was starting to throw out random movie quotes. All right.
Okay.
From old movies. Now, I don't remember how it happened. It was really confusing her, and it was funny. And so I threw one out from, what did I write? Anyway, I referenced Johnny Five. Okay?
Oh, nice.
I referenced Johnny Five in my movie quote. Now, what was funny about this is what we eventually learned is that she didn't know who Johnny Five was.
From Short Circuit?
From Short Circuit. So I spent like 5 minutes reminding and explaining about Short Circuit. And so she Googled it, she pulled it up, and she was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember this guy, but I don't remember Johnny Five. Who's Johnny Five?
She was negative 11 years old when that movie came out.
She was negative 11. Well,
yeah.
Really?
His name is John
Yeah.
C.
No disassemble, Johnny Five. No disassemble. Johnny Five is alive. Anyway.
No disassemble. That's a great quote.
Oh, it is. It's great.
And his
So
name is John C.
sound levels just hit 95 decibels.
Oh, you know why?
Just 10 minutes at this level.
Just run from yourself.
Just 10 minutes at this level could cause temporary hearing loss.
Oh, well, you know, it's only temporary.
It's just me out here. Thank you, Moopsy. So, anyway, here's what ended up happening. This is what I got so excited about. Because when she started Googling, thank you, Seth. When she started Googling Johnny Five, all right, we actually found, Griffin.
Yes.
Come on, Odysseus.
Mass attack starts in
Again?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Mass attack.
60 seconds. Let's go, everybody. You can't get me down here.
Oh, that Ninja Star's back. Who's pulling Ninja Stars?
Why are you guys throwing so much stuff at me? Throw it at Griffin. Throw it over there to Griffin. Do it over there. Oh my gosh! There we go. I'm up here now. Ooh, there's a hot Tua one now. That's great. I gotta give him that hot Tua.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Why is it still going?
I don't know. It's more than a minute.
This is clearly longer than 60 seconds.
Oh, Sam got me with an egg right on my nose.
Oof.
And Alicia too.
I do appreciate all of the sound pollution. Yeah, Tarpy says there was.
There you go.
Thank you. I do appreciate all of that. Thank you. All the generosity and all the eggs and cakes and saxophone parties. Tarpy said there were so many. That's what she said just now. There was a lot of those.
Happy birthday!
It's not my birthday, but thank you. Appreciate that. Can we have normal Griffin? Absolutely. You can have normal Griffin.
Oh,
there
thank
he is.
you. Who said that? You're on my Christmas list.
White Wolf wanted normal Griffin.
Thank you, White Wolf. It's very nice of you.
Yeah, there you go. So now back to what I was talking about here. First of all, there was a couple of concerns when she actually realized who Johnny Five was. she realized that this was like the original Wall-E. Okay,
Yeah.
right, like the original Wall-E, and as we were discussing it, she said, that robot gave me nightmares when he was mad. All right, and this is the screen we're talking about here, right here. When he did his eyebrows, when he got mad, she was like, that gave me nightmares.
Well, especially the red eyes. When
the red eyes and the laser popped up. I mean, he was kind of mean looking. They did a really good job expressing emotions on this robot. All right,
I would agree.
However, what I found while I was watching this, guys, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to tell you right now, this is going on my throne list. She found a Johnny 5 Lego set. All right. And I'm just here to tell you, I'm putting it on my list. I'm doing it immediately. Okay. It's not even a huge thing. It's 370 pieces. It's not real Lego. It's like blocks or whatever. This is a Johnny 5 blocks Lego set. And
You're never going to put that together.
And I
ever.
want it. And I want it.
You're
I'm
never
putting
gonna
it
put
on
together.
I'm putting it on my throne list.
You're the best.
Waste of money.
Give me hugs and kisses.
I appreciate all the hugs and kisses.
Yeah,
So
I wanted the R2D2 one too, and it's still sitting in my closet.
So here's what's happening. I'm going to the throne list right now. You guys get ready. Get ready with the throne thing, okay? I'm pulling it up because the throne list is empty. Does it have a real laser? You bet your ass it does. Obviously, it's a real laser.
I think I foolbought this.
Nobody would trust you with the laser.
It's obviously a real laser. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I find that to be highly unlikely.
It's a real laser.
Say so.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed. Enter gift description. I freaking need this. Is that okay?
Sure.
Can I just throw that in there? Okay.
Why not?
Add to wish list.
Big one right there. That's impressively large.
All right, guys, go. So now, if you visit the Ultimate DJ's throne list, you will now see that there is now a Johnny 5 block set on my wish list. Now, this was actually something, and I actually had a very brief conversation with Bafty about this a few weeks ago. Actually, I guess it's probably been a month or two ago. When the throne list emptied out because of Halo, Rusty Halo, who got the camera, I was actually told that it was emptied out, and I talked to you about it, Griffin, and we said, well, there's the throne list is empty. I wasn't going to turn it off, and it was her suggestion to let the community decide what they wanted to put in there. So I thought we could have a little bit of fun with that this evening. If you guys wanted to find some weird stuff to refill,
this is a bad idea.
This
is a very bad idea.
I think this is actually going to be a lot of fun.
This is a very bad idea.
You guys will be able to do that. I do want to remind you that there's new merch as well. Matter says put the Disco Primes in there.
That's a good one.
Okay, hold on. How do we do that? Let's do add a gift. Okay, add a cash gift. All right. We'll call this Disco Prime. How many levels do I have left? I have 2.
2 to go.
2 to go. Disco Prime levels 3 and 4, I guess is what it is. All right. The price will be, there we go, crowdfunding. Please don't buy this. I shouldn't put that in there. What should be the description? Fullman says, put in all the expired lunch meat you can buy on the interwebs.
Where do we submit our suggestions? Do you need
Just throw them in the chat, or you can tell me. Put them in the chat or whatever, or you can tell me. Look, Spectre wants a fridge food salmonella tester. That's hilarious. Ooh, Putz. I like that. Now, I will tell you, Putz says, here's a thought, which each thing in the throne room, add 10% to go to the Christmas Angel Fund for the Children's Hospital. Well, we haven't announced that yet. Throwing that out there. Haven't announced that yet. But, guys, I found her.
You found who?
Arian.
Oh, yeah.
I found her. Yep.
The one and only real Arian?
I found a random Arian. That's right. And she, by the way, I didn't have to find her. She wasn't lost. She's just not playing Star Trek that much anymore, which, a lot of our friends are not. Tarpy says she was in a Discord the other day. That's right. She is, and she is ramping up. And I will tell you that we have a meeting with our friends over at Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital. Oh, my God, that's tomorrow. We've got a meeting.
Way.
We've got a meeting tomorrow. That's right, Putz. We got a meeting tomorrow with the Children's Hospital to officially kick off our campaign this year. Griffin, because of all the craziness in our lives, I have not yet had a chance to frame our amazing gift for the community. But, guys, we are going to be auctioning off a product that we assembled while we were at the Nashville convention. And honestly, it shouldn't bring less than a couple $1,000s. I mean, really, truthfully.
We worked really hard on it, too.
We worked extremely hard on it. And I am going to, like, that's something else that I should do. I need to find, like, a custom framer. I need to find a framer that can put this. I want this in, like, an amazing frame.
Take it to Michael's.
And I want the authenticity certificate to be in there. Putz says, I frame stuff. Serious? You really? I mean, I want like a good, unique, one-of-a-kind. Samo says it's so worth a solid lifelong frame. Yeah, I agree, and that's what I want. I want it sealed. I want it airtight. I want the authenticity seal on the inside. Like, I don't want anything that I want this to be. I mean, seriously, again, this should not bring less than a few $1,000s. It should not bring less than a few $1,000s. And we're gonna auction that off, and Arian is going to be helping us with that as well. Disco Primes that I will not buy, but the community demands it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, whatever. It's there. All right. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is now on the throne list. Okay. There it is. Disco Primes level 3 and 4 and the Johnny 5 robot. Juby says, you want it certified? We already got it certified.
We got the COA done.
We did it. We already have it. It's done.
We spared no expense.
I spared no expense. So all I want to do now is frame it up. All right. I want to frame it up, and it's going to be amazing. Let's see. Griffin just. All right. Griffin just sent. I can't believe you're going to make me do this. Seriously? You want this up here? All right, fine. Griffin has suggested an item for the. What?
Well,
I am not putting this up there. Why on earth would I put this up? You are filthy, sir. I am not.
Sure, we have plenty of uses for that.
What? What uses could I possibly have for such a filthy product? Fly swatter.
Go wreck.
Look at him. Look at his face. He's turning red. He's turning red. Oh, my God. I know. Definitely DJs After Dark. My God. Yes, that was a nunchuck. It was a nunchuck Texera. That's exactly what it was.
You got to buy two then.
All right. So, can you guys put links in chat? I'm not sure if you can. Can you guys do links? I will.
That's a big one right there.
I'm going to let you guys.
Large.
I'm going to let you guys. It was impressively large. I'm going to let you guys put 10 items. Up to 10. We've got 2, so 8 more items. You guys get to community fund it and or community source the items that are in there. If there's something that you want to see on stream, on display, as a part of the studio getup, then I'll do that. Paulo says, "Can I put Zeldas?" Okay, let's see what kind of Zeldas we can find here. Zelda. Let's see what we can find from Zelda. There's a Nintendo Switch Zelda. Oh, look there. What is this? Just a little. See what this is. Breath of the Wild Zelda Amiibo. What's an Amiibo? Isn't that one of those things that you played on like your Nintendo Wii?
I don't know.
Like, wasn't that a character that you got to put on that gamepad?
Right. It's a game. Yeah,
you put it on the gamepad, and that character showed up in the game.
That's exactly what that is. Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Query, I'm not going to just put in a bunch of cash items for Dolomite Primes. You guys can use the tip jar for that if you want. This okay. All right. Look, Forgotten Sex got something. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Apparently, you guys can put links in the chat. That's good. Okay. So let's go to the wish list and add a gift. Let's see what. By the way, I'm not even looking at this, so if it's inappropriate, Star Trek cats. Ooh, that looks nice. A Star Trek cat calendar. All right. I like that. We'll throw that in there. Okay. Cool. Put that in there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, who did this one? Suggested by Forgotten Sec. All right, is that who did it? Yep, there you go. Okay, boom. Got it. It's in there. So seven to go. 7 to go. Waffly just gave us one. Again, I am not actually looking at these before I put it in, so.
Oh my gosh, my name is Beck and I like plants and I'm a valley girl and listen to me do all the things on a Rev show.
Steal my show.
Do you pay him for that? Does he get like 25 cents every time?
25 cents every single time. All right, so check this out, Griffin. This is cool. Waffly put this in. It is a Starships button-up, like all over print shirt. Okay, so this takes me back to high school. This takes me back to high school. How many of you guys wore like the dragon button-ups or like the chain link button-up shirts when you were like emo in high school?
Not me. I liked having girls.
Wait, what? Now hold on. I'm gonna find you a picture of like, okay, wild dragon button-up shirt, silk. I mean, they were. Yes.
Oh, I'm familiar with.
Yes. This was the stuff. This was the stuff.
Oh Lord.
I wore this in high school.
Were you in the Yakuza?
I wore this stuff in high school. I totally did. I did. I had one. It was one of my favorites. It was literally like a chain link shirt. You had to wear a shirt under it because it was chain link. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I like that. I'm putting that in there. Thank you. Thank you very much. I like it. All right. This was from Waffly. Okay. I like that one. Thank you. 6 more. Let's see. That was good. That's good. Okay. I'm trying to go back and find Sir Tail sent one. Okay. Copy link. Sir Tail
you should be way more creative than you're being.
Sir Tail Sir Tail sent me the moopsie.
Moopsie.
All right, we'll throw that in there. Thank you for the moopsie. Put that in there, Sir Tail. Suggested by Sir Tail. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, so we got the moopsie. All right, let's see what else we got. A Wi-Fi enabled cattle prod. Wi-Fi.
No, that's the winner.
Sorry, but Wi-Fi enabled cattle prod.
That way you can hold it up to your person.
Why does it need to be Wi-Fi enabled?
Like, and then I
don't
get
understand.
On my phone.
What does Wi-Fi have to do with it?
I'll tell you. You hold it up to your neck. There, I ain't down here. You can get on the app and push the button on my phone and electrocute you.
Jesus God. So weird. All right, Darkfire's got one. Let's see what Darkfire's got. All right, Darkfire, let's see what you've got in here. Oh, there you go. Little, what is that? The Star Trek Akira class Lego set. Okay, we'll pop that in there. Thank you. This is from Darkfire, suggested by General Darkfire. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that very much. Okay, that's in there. Let's see what else. You guys, Taffman has provided a link. Wait, the gift title cannot contain the word adult.
Ha
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's down here. It can't contain the word adult. So I'll just leave it as child. How's that?
Well, that's even better for you.
There we go. It works. All right. Here's the next one. This is from Taffman. What did Taffman suggest? These are dangerous links that I'm just popping up here, guys. Taffman. This has no image. No image. All right, let's see what he actually tried to do here. For diapers.
Nice. Nice.
He put diapers on there.
That's very thoughtful.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is for when I eat slimy turkey again. All right. So yeah, we'll put that in there. Too bad that there's not an image of that. Okay. Suggested by Taffman. Okay, thank you. Oh my. All right, that was Taffman. Stradalorian has something. All right, let's see what Stradalorian's got. We're almost done with this. This is fun. Thank you guys for having some fun with me on this. Let's see. There is not a chance in hell. There is not a chance in hell. I'm sorry, Griffin. Are you willing to? Are you willing to do this one?
What? Let me see.
You willing to do that? 'Cause I don't think I can.
I would not.
I don't think I
would not fit.
I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think you guys would want that. It's an admirable thought, but I don't think I don't think I could actually do it. I think that would be terrible.
Don't be a quitter. You don't wear pants anyway. Now you can, show your support.
But I'm not gonna. But I'm not. I can't actually show that.
You can put them on your head. Wear them to keep your ears warm in the winter.
Yeah, where else do you think they go?
Okay.
We could use them to play ring toss with the other thing that I suggested you get.
Okay.
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you, guys. I'll just
You're welcome.
let's go ahead and put that on there. The gift title cannot contain the word panty. All right, so we'll make it a pants.
That's clearly a Speedo.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. It's a pantsuit.
It's a Speedo.
Thank you, Taxera.
That is not a panty.
Taxera has provided a link.
Call it a ventilated hat.
What are they? 50-piece Galaxy stress balls in bulk.
I like that. That lasted like 2 weeks.
2-inch space-themed stress foam squeezy ball.
Oh, wonderful.
You know what? I think I would like that. Thank you, Taxero. Suggested by Taxero. I think that I would like that very much. Thank you.
Well done.
Very, very well done. Like
They're
that.
blue balls.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
Clearly, you relate.
I didn't get that. All right, Dr. Juby.
There we go.
Thanks, Juby.
Spiraled for your pleasure.
You're a nice guy.
Always thinking.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Could
Okay.
have put that one on there?
Probably not. Nura has one. Let's see what Nura's
Oh,
got.
he says
the
for arc
flux
launch.
capacitor. All right, this I think I'll actually totally put on there. Who did this one? Nura, suggested by Nura. Nura. There you go. I like that. I'll definitely take a flux capacitor. That's awesome. All right, I think we're almost done. Let's see how many we've got on here. 1, 2. Oh, that's 10. That's 10. We're done. We got it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, you guys did it. Thank you very much. Tarpy says hydrate. Griffin, take a hydrate. Thank you. Everyone needs a flux capacitor.
Everyone does. Everyone also needs a pallet of lube, but you didn't put that on there.
A pallet? I missed it. We got to 10. Where's the pallet of lube?
55. It's in your DMs.
Oh. Hold on. Trying to find it. Didn't load. Let me try it again.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a 55-gallon drum?
Yes.
It's a 55-gallon drum. Perfect to use alone or with your lover.
Yeah. Got it half off from P. Diddy's establishment.
It's $1,800 and it's 55 gallons. That's amazing.
Everything's better with lube.
They're calling it a lube keg. Oh my God, we gotta send that to the UK.
I think we do.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of amazing right there.
Indeed.
All right, guys.
You can find anything on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's got it all. Thank you guys very much for that. That was fun. All right. There was
Just ship it to Beck as a surprise.
not a chance. Nope.
Not a chance.
Okay, guys. Putt says, $1,800 for 55 gallons. Not really a bad deal.
What's the cost per ounce on that? Putts?
Hold on. Let me go back. I'm sure he's already done the math. The math indicates that this is only 26 cents per fluid ounce. And
Hey, that's
right there.
great.
26
love
cents
that.
an ounce. Eligible for prime delivery as well. Is that true?
Is that right? Yeah.
I don't.
Put that up the
Where does
mountain.
it say free ship? There's no way this is free shipping.
Well, with Prime, yeah.
Free delivery?
Oh, see, now we
A
sold.
55-gallon drum?
It's all fun and games until you can get it for free.
It's not free. It's $1,800.
But the shipping is free, so it's like getting it for free.
No. Where does that work?
Scroll math.
Not a thing. All right.
Scroll math.
That's
That's like saying your multiphasics are basically free because you already own them in your inventory. So it's like they're basically free. Girl math.
Okay. My Grabthar's hammer.
What a value.
All right. Is there anything else? Any questions or anything I can answer for you? We've gone 3 hours, and Griffin's tired. I'm tired. I'd like to take an actual hot shower. Webb says, I want to see DJs haul it into the UPS store for a return. It's not scented properly. Got to send it back. Send it back.
Too sticky.
This is not lubey enough. This was opened. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
No. You open the drum and go, I found this in there.
That's why I need the other gift, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do you get rare Armada cores from?
What? Ooh, I did not enjoy that part of the game.
Rare tactical cores. I'm assuming you're talking about rare tactical cores.
Yeah. The Armadas.
They're in Armada
Armada
chest. That's the best place to find them.
Yeah.
It takes forever. Are they in G5 chest too? I don't know.
Yeah.
But G4 chest.
Let me
that takes forever. I did not enjoy that. I ended up,
You do need a lot. You do need a lot. They are in the store. Here, I'll pop this up for you. They are in definitely the G4 chest. Here's rare tac cores. But I think they're in the G5 chest also. Not uncommon. See the rare. No, they're not. Yeah. Up here. Yeah, so you can get a lot more from the G5 chest. They come in the rare and the epic G5, and then you get it in the G4 epic and G4 rare. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, God, you need a lot. You need a lot. Juby says they're really easy to get now. No, I don't think they are.
Not really. No, they're
easier. They're definitely easier. It's better now than it used to be, but I mean, still, it's a long grind. You got to think. Look, here's the G4 chest. You're getting 450. All right. Even in the G5 chest, you're getting 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000. Guys, just to go to Command Center or to go to Armada Control Center 50 is like 90,000 cores.
No, it was a lot.
It was a lot. Mimi says, I'm out of loot. That's the G6 loot. And I'm not running them.
I'm literally sitting here doing Klingon burial ship armadas to finish this stupid fall hunt nightmare.
Is it a nightmare? We don't even know what we're earning right now. We can't even see the rewards.
I mean, whether this is.
I can't afford my G5 Epic pull. You're correct. I cannot do my because I don't need G5 Epic anymore. I've already built 2 G5 ships. I don't need a G5 Epic.
What ops are you even on right now? Are you on 65 yet?
No, I'm still 61.
What?
I'm camping. I'm kidding.
Why?
I'm not. I mean, depending on the officers this month, which I don't know what they are or how good they're going to be, but depending on what that is, I do believe I'm ready. I've got everything ready to go. Like, I can go to Op 62 now. It's ready to go. So, progression-wise...
62 is boring. Go right to 63.
I'm on 64.
Progression-wise, I am ready to go. All right, I still have a little bit of research. To catch up on, but I've done very well in research catching up because I did 61 is the Selkie. That's correct. Voltron says, why'd you only do 2 G5 epics and which ones? Well, I only did 2. I mean, I could do the third one now. I've got enough credits for it. I only did the 2 because that's what I could do as soon as I hit 60 and I was kind of excited and I got online. I was on stream and I just recklessly did it.
Sure did.
I built the Daredex and the Enterprise and pretty much built them and took them to tier 5 like within 5 minutes of each other.
And it was great.
It was a lot of fun. Spectre says the ND is the best G5 epic, and I do not agree. I love my Daredex. I've been upgrading the Daredex faster than the Enterprise D. Will I build a G6 uncommon? Says Voltron. I've been told by a lot of people not to. But
that's dumb.
I think
of course you are, so you can upgrade your cube.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I built mine, and I'm loving it.
Are you? I've been told by a lot of people they're bad. I mean that
they're good.
It's killing things that my return couldn't kill. It's getting further than my return could go.
Warp range,
and it's more fun because you don't have like a billion of the titanium and the speed ups, so you gotta try to stay a little bit more tactical. You can't just be throwing it at everything just for fun.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So it makes the game more fun because of that part. And
warp range is important.
It's blowing the epic out of the water.
Yo! Iron Chef, thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. Appreciate that very much.
Now that my Akira's at tier 7, is doing very well.
Tier 7, good God.
Yeah, mine's only tier 4, and it's kicking my returns butt.
Yeah, I got to get it to tier 9 to upgrade my cube.
Well, so I'm not there yet, but yes, I probably will eventually because I don't plan on going to 66 quickly to get the rare. So I'm going to have to probably build the uncommon eventually, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see. Oh,
excuse me.
All right. Any other questions or anything that we can do for you, or should we call it a night? Is there anything substantive that we can do in the podcast for tomorrow? I mean, or
no.
I mean, we are between the arcs, and we just finished an arc. I mean, I guess we could grade the arc, but I mean,
grade the arc.
I didn't play the arc. I don't even know what to talk about with the arc. The Alliance tournaments. It's really all I remember about the arc.
Lorca. There was Lorca, and there was a new fleet commander. There was a new solo armada. There was a bunch of new things that already existed. There was nothing new. It was an extra.
There's another fleet commander. I don't know. You had the active fleet commander ability, Lorca's Fist. Anybody using it?
That was a feature. I mean, I use it. I use it for cruise trials, and I use it for the G6 armadas. But
the Nova building. Is anybody? Where's my Nova building?
Nova Core? No, I'm fully not taking advantage.
There's that. We talked about that on Sunday quite a bit.
My Nova building is level 2. I've got, oh my God, I've got 14,000 currency. I just haven't done it.
Your Nova building is level 2?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why?
That's not surprising.
Because I haven't played, dude. I mean, wait, there's an SLB for it right now?
There is not.
Hold on, I'm checking.
Is it in there?
Is that advanced development? Let's see what's in here. Is that Nova building? Upgrade buildings. Emblems of honor. That's War Room. Section 31, Artifact Gallery. Command Center. Emblems of assessment. Nadions and mere fragments. Nope. Does not include Nova Squadron.
I didn't think so.
Nova Squadron.
Yeah, it doesn't count for Nova Squadron.
Upgrade that though, man. That research is nice.
Okay. What research?
Well, I'm doing one at a time. I'm doing one row at a time. Is that what you're doing, Matters?
Oh, this is the star research. Is that what you got?
That's what, do the star research one row at a time.
See again.
Get all your. What's wrong?
Nothing. This is just where This is where I've not been engaged.
Well, you've been busy.
I've had a lot to deal with.
Yeah, just get those. Oh, look, no, that's not true. Look at your little tier 1 down there.
I did do one. I've got level, and look, I've got none of the particles. Is that because I haven't upgraded the building? It's because I haven't upgraded the building.
Yeah, when you upgrade the building, you get the particles.
Okay, yeah, so I'll get around to it.
You'll be able to do a bunch of research levels when you upgrade the building.
A bunch of
times.
Starfleet Academy, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
they can wait.
I'll get around to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how am I going to teach on site? This is what I said the other day. How am I going to teach? How am I going to do a 2.5 hour, 3 hour podcast when I haven't played the game in 3 weeks?
Let's just start fresh on
the next arc.
On the next arc.
All right, so we're gonna stream. We're gonna stream a music show Saturday night.
Yeah, do your music show. Then we'll come back on Monday for a nice little arc preview. Look at Beck's video. Play a little bit of the game.
That'll probably happen Sunday.
Yeah,
because I'm sure Beck's video will come out on Friday because I don't stream on Mondays.
Oh, well, don't stream Mondays.
The music show sounds fun, says Raj. Yeah, we're actually gonna try to DJ on Saturday.
What are you talking about? You always stream on Arcfall Eve every month.
That's not true.
That is very true.
Pud says, "How are you going to preview something you don't know about?" Hopefully, I'll be edumacated by then.
That is true, and I can prove it in court of law.
Okay. Well, fine. If you want to do that instead of...
Yeah, do the fun little music show. Do your little hippy-dippy... It's 1998 again, DJ shit. And then we'll come back to Star Trek on Monday.
And it'll be a retro show. It'll be old stuff. It'll be old stuff. Like 2000s and older is what I'm going for. Like, it'll be fun. Like, that's fun stuff, right?
Sure.
Thanks, Wolfwood.
Yes.
Thanks, Wolfwood. Appreciate that very much. All right. All right, cool. Let's see who's online for us to raid. We haven't done any of that for a while either. Raid channel. Following. Let's see who's online. Major Samo. Moshcraft is on. Sandwich Dude. Brandy Nolan. Bafty is still on. Bafty is still on playing scary games. We haven't rated her in a while. We haven't rated Nolan in a while. Bafty, I don't even know. Is she still? She just did another subathon or something too.
She did. What did you? When are we going to do a puzzle with her?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we do owe a puzzle. Forgot about that. We've had a month. Very busy schedule. All right, yeah, we owe a puzzle race. We're gonna have to do that. All right, let's go. Benny Hill says, "No, I mean." That was never a thing. I didn't break up. It was never a thing. Puck says raid Samo. We got to spread the wealth, man. We raid Samo every time. Stick to a genre. No, never. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, we haven't raided Moshcraft. You know what? Maybe we should. We haven't raided Moshcraft in a long while. Like a really long while. Yeah, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go say hey to Mosh. He is a member. Everybody. He is a member of the community. We appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for again all the well wishes and the hanging out and the welcoming us back into your homes here tonight. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. My name is UltimatDJz.
And I'm Griffin saying thank you for not making fun of DJs for my background looking even cooler than it was before.
I'm also going to put $10,000 worth of Gobi lights on the throne list.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Now he comes up with it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for all the contributions tonight. Freelancer, Candy White, and Alicia, Querity, Iron Chef, Engineer, Jongo, Papa Smurf, Fisty, Raj. Thank you guys for your kitty bitties. I appreciate that so very, very much. Thanks to all the subs tonight. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Thanks to all the extra follows that we got in here tonight. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you, one and all. My name is UltimatDJz, your friendly neighborhood cat person saying meow for now. Love you, minute. Catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody.